Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, hims and shims, hermies and hammies and theys and thems. Your girl Zita Rae just got home from the hospital, made a thumbnail, scheduled a stream. Not much time to prepare, but I'm committed to you guys that have held me up and walked me through some stuff recently. So let's have a casual nighttime Kiki with my queens and kings. What's on my brain pan? Well, we're gonna get into it. We got, my past and my present and my future with this channel and the LOLCOW universe. We got, is the canceled podcast really canceled? Is Tana Dunzo, Sabrina Carpenter, JoJo Siwa, Abby Lee, Michael Rappaport, Doja Cat incident, and some vile nobody who really cares in the LCU. Let's friggin' go.
Zita pull up, red the Harley with a smirk. Motorhome park, grill lit, she go berserk. Debo in the back, beast mode on the deck. Jet boat spin, waves crash, what to expect. Bad girl Z, yeah, she bringing the heat. Funny punchlines, got you glued to your seat. Big moves, big heart, can't be beat. Zita running everything, hands on the fleet. She got the K in course, so that nickname King Kong. Debo bark, deep bass drop all night long. Leather jacket shining, hit the throttle, then she's gone. Riding through the vibes like she owns the whole song. Bad girl Z, yeah, she bringing the heat. Funny punchlines, got you glued to your seat. Big moves, big heart, can't be beat. See her running everything, hands on the fleet. Motorhome life, she a rolling sensation. Rest stop queen, every town's admiration. No filter needed, truth cuts like machete. Zeta full of takes, so sharp, call her petty confetti. Bad girl Z, yeah, she bringing the heat. Funny punchlines, got you glued to your seat. Big moves, big heart, can't be beat. See her running everything, hands on the fleet. Motorhome life, she a rolling sensation. Rest stop queen, every town's admiration. No filter needed, truth cuts like machetes. Zeta full of takes, so sharp, call it petty confetti. Bad girl Z, yeah, she bringing the heat. Funny punchlines, got you glued to your seat. Big moves, big heart, can't be beat. Zeta running everything, hands on the fleet.
Too much. Yeah, then pay for all that, okay? I love my jam. Yeah, I let it play a little too long, but it's okay. It's the only fun I have right now.
Bad girl C.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my rubbish. So we have things to talk about. Let's have a little Kiki, a little thing. But per usual, whenever you leave your setup, you come back and shit doesn't work. That's why I was a few minutes late. So I had to reboot some shit, but this light is not working. And so I tried to pull up my amp and see if I could control it with my app, but I don't think I can. So I don't have the limbs to do it. Let me get it restarted. Just give me 2 seconds. 2 seconds. That's all I ask. And then we'll get started. Type in the chat anything you guys want answered or caught up on real quick. BRBs, bitches. Oh, my Lanta. Yeah, if you could, I'm trying to reset that lamp and it's not working.
This one?
There's a button in the back you have to hold and then it'll connect to Wi-Fi. I don't have the limbs or the strength for it right now. It should light up with blue lights blinking. All those white lights mean it's charged. I don't know what's going on. I give Fatty air. I need some air. I gotta turn my AC way down low. Oh, my Lanta.
Blue light now. Is that
Okay,
right?
yeah, it'll find the internet in a second. It should just come on and then find the internet when you hold that button.
Want me to hold it down?
See what it's doing. Por favor. You're the bestest in the westest.
It's solid blue now.
Okay, see if you press the button if it'll just turn on. There we go. What the hell is it doing? It's spazzing out right now. Okay. Can you tilt it down? Ah! What the hell? You the po-po? You better get out of my face with that. Okay, it's on my app now. I could control it from here. Thank you.
Okay.
Who's the best husband in the world? You are. You are. You are. Okay, guys, I gave a quick update from the hospital, but just to let you guys know, like, I'm not supposed to be doing a lot of things. I was willing to do some things for content and to earn your girl Tina D some shmoney honey that she's missed out on. But if I have to chill or take breaks, please understand. I want to do a panel at the end where you guys can come up. And I was trying to make it easy for you guys just to use StreamYards. But I don't want to just stream on StreamYards because it's easy and it will mess up my whole rhythm where I've been using it a lot more for streaming at home. Okay, let's see. Tina D said, "What's up?" Emlo says, "What up, Tina D?" And then she said, "Chilling you." I've been good. And there's nobody around my house. Let me just tell you about Tina D's story. There was somebody chilling under her house that was an escaped convict. I didn't get all the details because, of course, I was just discharged from the hospital. And I can't lie, I'm on painkillers and shit. And I'm not retaining a lot of information. But she had heard somebody under her house and the dogs were barking and stuff. Always trust your dogs, especially the dogs that handler. Like if that's their main handler, that dog and that handler know they know each other. They know how they act. They know when some shit's up. So she had asked her sons, I'm going to refer to them as both her children since she does take care of them, unless she corrects me and wants it referred to a different way, had gone out and they were like, "You're tripping, Mom. There's nothing there. That's good. It's fine." And then come to find out a few days later, he ended up getting arrested by the Po-Po Zao. There was a whole group. Head over to Tina's channel. She's over on LOLCOW Queens. If you don't know her, she works with Kid Behind the Camera. She is a real bitch, just like your girl. She's just been doing it a lot longer. And she's a good time. She's funny as fuck. Actually, I think she's funny as fuck more outside of the show than she was on her show. But hopefully they'll find her the right host that can let her be herself and freaking speak and do her show. Because she remains hilarious on the other panels when she goes up there and talks her shit. I love it so much. And I did have fun on the stream that we all did together at Fat Camp before your girl went down. I got sick. Hey, Joe Samar, welcome. Hello, how am I tonight? I am okay. I'm fatigued. The surgery I went through was quite extensive. I lost a lot of blood, and but I've always had a high pain tolerance. I think it comes from like martial arts training, and like I believe a lot of pain comes from your brain. So I chose not to watch the procedure I was having like on videos or whatever. So I had a little misunderstanding of exactly how many sutures and how cut open I am on the inside. So last night after I was offering to do my jumping jacks and I went up and down like 6 flights of stairs, my wife was like, "You need to pipe the fuck down because you could bleed out." And I was like, "What? Say what?" She's like, "Yeah, they had to build your whole inside because they took your uterus out, dummy." I'm like, "I don't fucking know how it works." shit. All I know is you put something in there, it feels good, and if you don't use protection, then you're gonna have a baby. I found out that lesson a little too early, if you ask me. But my boy was worth it. So post surgery, like a lot of the complication like that I'm having is when they tied me up and positioned me upside down so they could work on my big ass. They messed up. The neurologist said a bundle of nerves that's in my shoulder. So I have numbness in some of my fingers, and I'm really weak, like moving my arms and all that. So now I get to add physical therapy to the appointments that I have to do. But I'll get there. It's going to be a long road, but man, I'm up for it. I'm just glad I didn't die. I thank God for answering prayers. And I also thank God that the original surgeon that went in to do the immediate emergency surgery did not try to reach around where my mass was. Because when this surgeon got in with the robot, my mass should have been dead. It was dying on the inside. That's why I was saying, like, I literally have organs dying inside of me. But it had secured itself to my cervix and my uterus in vessels. So it was sucking blood from my vessels. So if he would have went in there the improper way, I probably would have bled out, because there's not enough specialists and stuff here to do it. So I seen him, and then I seen the one specialist out here in the area, and that's when they said, no, you need a team of people, because a lot of stuff could go wrong. All my organs had shifted, and my doctor, my gyno oncologist, had said if I open you up, or if I get in there, you need to be at the main campus so other specialists can get in there. So it was a really good procedure. My insurance still dicked me around, but my doctor wasn't playing any games. And hopefully it'll all get covered, but we'll worry about that later. I try to live like one catastrophe at a time. My life is normally organized chaos, but sometimes it's just straight up chaos, baby. But I love it so much. There's never a boring day with me. But it was a huge help. One of our friends let us stay in her condo. We were going to take our RV because, how I don't like to leave my animals alone. And, I'm super attached to my dog, and he's super attached to me, and I just don't feel right leaving him alone. Not only that, he's a big boy, and he's intimidating. So, and he'll try to punk you. He's a Italian Mastiff, so they're really known for being very dominant, and he is very, very dominant. He will try and test everybody, even me when he was getting older. He still will from time to time, and I got to put his ass in check. Remind him who's the boss around here. Jay says, I guess sending Zeta love is illegal according to Nightbot. Yeah, I gotta go in there and change some of the settings. You could just give me an emoji or two. I think it's way too many emojis. Back when I used to stream often, I used to get a lot of bots that would put, different languages in emojis, and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck that is. It could be like computer code I don't understand, bitch. So I just put those settings in there. And I also didn't have any real moderators. I very rarely have somebody else that's on. I'm a little baby channel. I'm a little growing channel. I just started. Emlo says dogs are a great alarm. Yeah. He also he knows me so well. He comforts me. He just knew that right away when I came home and I had my Foley catheter out, he just knew that my stomach was sensitive. So he's hasn't even pressed on it hard or whatever. He's been really gentle with me. It's crazy how much dogs know and understand. I should get him certified so I could take him everywhere. I just haven't. Harvest says, hi, I'm new here. I just found this and wanted to wave and listen to see what you're talking about. Hi, Harvest. Okay, we'll get into this in 1 second while you're still here. Yeah, it's a big breed dog. I'll show you guys some pictures if you want in a moment from our little excursion to the hospital and back. But UK, I ain't a bot. Oh, I know you're not a bot. That's true. Nightbot needs to pipe the freak down. Okay, so I'm not gonna get into a lot of specifics because things are still developing. But I want to talk about when the past and the present of and the future of this channel for people who are new here. If you don't, and in the LOLCOW universe, if you don't know who I am, hi, my name is Zita. I go by Zita Rae or Big Z or whatever you want. I have a lot of other names too, nicknames, road names, and that's just how it is. But I'm just a big old girl living my big old life in this world. I keep it real 100, and I am I'm an influencer. Like, I'm not into the whole social media fakeness and all that kind of shit. I've always kept it real. I've kept it 100, and I don't like the beauty standards that are put on our youngins through social media. So I've always been against that. As you can see, I will always pop up wherever, whenever I am without a full face of makeup, not dressed to the nines or whatever. So what is that Marilyn Monroe quote? If you can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best. Now, I'm not saying I ever become a 10, but if I put the effort and the hours in, I look all right. Maybe a little like Big Ed or whatever the fuck you want to call me. It's unoriginal. You want to compare me to some sort of land mammal or whatever. It's very not funny and it's very unoriginal. But I do like to roast, and I do like to roast back, and I do like to put motherfuckers in check. So if that sounds like a good time, stick around. We'll have some fun. I used to IRL stream on Twitch, and I've been trying to move that over to YouTube in the past couple years because I got involved in a heavily doxing community, and I needed to make sure I locked stuff down and didn't get doxed and expose people that I care about to getting doxed. So I have more experience streaming than I do creating content. But I like very unedited micro channels. So that's what my channel kind of is. I enjoy editing, but it does take a lot of time, and I'm not willing to pay somebody to do it. Not only that, like, I don't want everybody seeing all my parts that are exposed on VOD sometimes. So I have perfected the streaming game. It's rare that you'll catch me slipping. So I intend to do more IRL streams, like old school YouTube stuff. So if you've ever enjoyed old school, like, YouTube content, this probably is going to be the place for you. When I'm at my setup, it's going to be kind of podcast, chill, just Kiki, sip some tea, talk about some topics. We can talk about whatever anybody really wants to talk about. I usually have like somewhat of a plan. I wish some days are better than others, where I'm more prepared, where I can actually like schedule the stream the night before and that kind of stuff. But my life's a little crazy right now. So I'm going to continue IRL streaming. I do motovlogs. Those will be streamed. I got the last piece that I needed to get the audio inside my helmet to where I can speak into it and you guys can hear me clearly while I'm riding. I ride a 2020 Fatboy Harley Davidson. We also have a 16 Harley Davidson Road Glide. That's my wife's predominant bike, but I do ride that if I have anybody bitch. And nobody really rides bitch except for my BFF. Or like kids and stuff. I'll put a kid on the back of my bike, but I have a sissy bar, but I don't have like good back pegs or anything for kids to reach. So there's that. We travel a lot. So we do either vlog that or stream it, depending on if people are around that don't want to be on camera, then I might switch to vlogging it. But we have RV travels. We have a toy hauler. We use that to go to Sturgis. And the reason that we trailer our bikes to Sturgis is because we want our bed. We are not in our young 20s anymore. And taking 2 weeks off to go have the time of your life and ride in Sturgis, you need to have a really good night's sleep. So what you would pay for lodging in Sturgis is exactly what my toy hauler payment is throughout the year, and we get to use it for other things. We recently bought a golf cart, but I might change, well, not recently, a couple years ago we bought a golf cart, but I might change that out for a Razor Pro because I do want to start doing more Thanksgivings in Glamis and that kind of stuff. And now that we have my big boy Deebs, he needs a back seat. So we travel that way. It's rare that I fly. I don't like to fly. I've flown a lot privately, and it's ridiculous what TSA makes you go through. So I would rather just drive most of the time. It's a beautiful country. If you haven't been out there and you haven't touched grass in a long time and you live in America, it's actually a lot prettier than people give it credit for. There's parts of Mexico that are great too. I need to go down to Mexico because I haven't been in a while. I am married to a woman. We have a really cool love story. We've been together a very long time. We are in a monogamous relationship, and she is not a public figure, but she does come on screen from time to time. She goes by Emlo. And let's see what else. TTS. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with text to speech, but I've had it before on Twitch and stuff. I'm going to be doing that on YouTube, and the rules are the rules. As long as you don't do anything offensive where kids can hear, then we're good to go. I'll let you guys know when that is. And I'm usually DFW, which means down for whatever. For me to get embarrassed, I don't call it embarrassed because I don't give a fuck. I just was born without the don't give a fuck bone, I guess. And so I like to have fun. And I like to mess with people, especially when they're at work, but in a good way. I don't like waste their time or whatever. I just tell them jokes and entertain them, and they usually end up laughing and playing along. So it's fun to be streaming that when I can. Okay, let's see what Jay says. Let me catch up. Can you replace Nightbot? Stick around, and when I trust you, yeah, for sure. Jay says, Emlo, okay, but not Nightbot. Warned me for no reason. I could handle you point blank, period. Oh, yeah? You want to get into it? You probably could right now. I'm a little weak. That's another thing. I am really excited. I want to start training again. I stopped training because of COVID, and the dojo had closed down and all that good stuff. But I think your girl has one good fight left in her. Like, how awesome would that be if I could train and get my stuff together? That's another thing. I'm a fat girl that is usually pretty active, referred to as a highly functioning fatty. And I usually swim or, like take walks and all that kind of stuff. But I just started again getting injections in my knees. I get cortisone, whatever it is, injections in my knees, and the gel injections I'm about to get for the first time, I don't have them. And I also am going to be getting platelets in my right knee, but all in due time. I didn't want to go ahead and take my injections and waste them while I was healing up from this big procedure. You swear the best channels find me, I think. Harvest. Well, welcome. Harvest says, my mom used to ride. Brings back memories of my childhood. Laugh out loud. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm very old school. I don't talk a lot about like riding culture and club culture and all that stuff online because the men that raised me as a biker just taught me that the two worlds don't collide. Like, you don't use the patch for promotion. I mean, you use it for getting pussy, but you don't use it for popularity. And it's not my place or any other woman's place to talk about motorcycle culture. I will talk about the history of it because I think that it's dope, the brotherhood and stuff like that clubs were founded on and stuff. And I am all for veterans, anybody who served our military. I am 100% American proud, and I'll be that way until I die. But that's cool that your mom used to ride. Johnny Ruse, I was sent here from No Jumper. Adam and Lena. Isn't that something else? Lena's beautiful. The amount of money she's made is insane too. Jay says, I better slow my messaging down, but might ban me even though I'm a Z-tard. Right? You better hashtag that. Okay, let's see. Johnny Roos says, DFW girls are the best. Do you drink on stream? I don't, but I will. I am not a big drinker because my dad was an alcoholic and my mom was a drug seeker, like a pill popper. So I know that I have the addiction gene on both sides. So I try to stay just addicted to fast cars and fast motorcycles and engine noises and all that kind of stuff. And the beer that freaking people drink now isn't as healthy as it used to be back in our parents' day. Like, there's so much chemicals and shit in our crops that I won't drink a lot, but I will take shots here and there occasionally, and we can do a drinking stream if you want. But I'm just as honest when I'm drunk as when I'm sober. I'm a good time sober. That's kind of why I don't need to drink. I just have no inhibitions. Harvests. Oh, okay. Okay. Alric, what kind of injections? He says, I hate letting injections go to waste. Big Show, I don't know what you're spanning, but you're a hater anyways, so I don't know. Make it a whale emoji or something, because that's what I'm gonna have people do at the end of it, I think. Where's Puppy Dog? Puppy Dog is outside. Let me see if my husband wants to let him in. There's a delay, so you guys won't see him for a minute. He's probably kicking his housewife naps. My throat farted. Zeta gang, Zeta gang gang. All right. While I have you guys on my camera, let me see if I could get into these, into my Nightbot settings, and I'll relax them a little bit, real quick. Yeah, good luck knowing what I used to sign in with. Maybe here. Maybe here. She said he's sleeping. Okay. Let's see real quick. Let's see. JIC. I see what you've been spamming. I see. LOLCOW, huh? Where's the beef? Hold on. Let's see. I will let you guys. It says excess emotes are disabled. All right. Well, maybe it's symbols. All right, you guys behave and we'll keep these off. If y'all get crazy, we're gonna have to turn on the cranky Nightbot. I can't even, is that a cow? What is that? I can't even see what that is, Jay. What the hell are you watching? Have you ever seen Free Willy? You're watching Anorca. Tell the story. Quack. Grayson's is all long day for him. Yes, RD. Hey, welcome. Gregella Chan, huh? Are you related to 4chan? Ooh, let me mute. I gotta bust ass right quick. What if that's not a fart? I don't know if I should be trusting a fart right now. I'm on all kinds of pokey softeners. I might just have a blowout right here in my Joker chair. I can't do that. Oh, okay. It's a razorback, huh? Yeah. I'm okay, Gregella. I am surviving and thriving as well as I can, you know. I'll get there. I think tomorrow I'm going to take a little walk with Debo. It's really hot where I live, so since I can't ride my motorcycle, I wanted to ride it already. I was like, how many days do you think before I can ride my motorcycle? And my wife was like, absolutely not. You're on blood thinners. Like, if anything happens, it's going to be way fucking worse. I'm like, damn, who let you control me for a minute? So I figure we'll walk in. I'll do like a little walking vlog and we'll do some arm exercises and stuff. And then I'm going to go get I don't know if I'm going to do my nails and toes at home, but I need them done. And I need my hair done too, which sometimes I do at home. Sometimes I go get done, but your girl is a mess getting out of the hospital and going through everything. Grayson says, as a nurse, we want you to pass gas. Ha ha. Especially post-op. Right? I know. I didn't know you were a nurse, Grayson. Welcome. Oh, I have my chat on top chat. Hopefully I didn't miss anything. If I did, it's probably something mean. My bad, guys. My bad if I ignored you. My bad. Okay, so, I guess Thick Jim and I went rogue. He's a mod for her channel on Becky's channel. So many people are gonna go rogue. It's so crazy. Like that whole thing. Like we're gonna have a conversation about Mr. Keemstar, but he's a little bit. The people that he hires just makes me question life. It's like he thinks that I would be harder to work with than Becky. And it's like, no, motherfucker, you hired perpetual victims. You know what I mean? Like, hire survivors. Like, you could tell Tina's been through some shit. Xylee's been through some shit. I've been through some shit. Like, we just fucking survive and we thrive. If I sign on and I get a job, I know what that job entails. It's 24/7, 365 of people talking shit, me talking shit back, me being in the Discord, having to shit on fucking people, getting shit on by other people, and I got to cover for other shows. So, you know, but I'm not going to call your ass crying. I'm not going to call your ass asking for advice. I'm not going to create some problems and ask you to fucking fix them for me. Nah, that's not my type. It's not my type. You only go fake rogue, but it's for you. Yeah, like I crash out, like I'll fucking, like I'll cry. You guys have seen it. Like I'll cry, I'll fucking get pissed. I'll give you shit, but I'm not doing that shit for free. I'm gonna fucking do that shit on my channel or on channels that have supported me. That's why I went up on Rewind. Like Zylee and Billy, Zylee's kind of, she's got popular girl syndrome where like she kind of forgets about people real quick, you know, like she wants to be somebody else's new BFF and then she's like, oh, they're great, you know. But pretty much Billy's always been like real and dope and true to a bitch. I mean, even if you talk shit about me, like even Mike talks shit about me, but it's fucking funny. Even though I'm a little disappointed in the what did he use? Big Ed. Like, Mike, you are way fucking funnier than that. You are way more talented than that. Why are you gonna fucking choose some shit that isn't even funny or original? He could roast my ass, I'm sure. I know Billy can and Keem can. Grayson says cardiac intermediate nurse night shift. Haha. Coming up on 2 years. Maybe see cardiac vascular ICU. Cardiovascular ICU next. This is per doctor's orders. Yeah, I worked night shift for a lot of years. Even when I was in school in college, well, as a truck driver before college, I drove all night because I hated traffic and I made more money at night. So I worked on teams with another chick, and then she got a little obsessed with me, had a crush. I didn't know. I thought we were just friends. And then I was solo and drove nights. And I've just kind of always been a nighttime person. And then through college, I did, my classroom hours were only 4 hours in the morning. So I would like stay up all night, study, do all my shit, go to class in the morning, and then sleep the afternoon. And then when we got to my clinical, it's not, I guess it's an externship. My clinical externship, they only had day shifts for like the first semester, I think. And then after that, they let us go to night shift. And I fucking was dying doing 12-hour day shifts. I was like, oh, hell no. My brain doesn't even wake up till like 1 p.m. or 2 p.m. This is some bullshit being at work at 6 o'clock. And so the second they let us transfer to night shift, I just stayed on night shift. And I worked night shift for a lot of freaking years. Just recently, my wife has worked night shift for a lot of years too. And a few years ago, she went to day shift, and now we're day shift people. And I will fuck myself. Like if I stay up past 2 a.m., that's it. I'm staying up for 24, 48, 36 hours because my body doesn't know how to reset, you know? But, let's see. Harvest says, I got the 2-finger treatment in the booty last night. Last time was not expecting it. And I actually yelled out, why 2 fingers? Yeah, I'm asking why 2 fingers. What the fuck? Jay says, Harvest seems fun. Yeah, stay a while, Harvest. Michelle says, hey, Zeta, hope you're feeling well. Yeah, I'm doing okay, girl. I just can't really do a lot. I kind of want to overdo it. And then I find myself like lightheaded and weak feeling and all that kind of stuff. And I have numb fingers and, they get painful. I was realizing that when I was working with my mouse, I was like, oh my God, it's a numb like on my thumb. And it gets, hey, do you guys know that girl, Sweet Tea? Like my arms were dead. So now, and they're really bad in the morning. Like when I wake up, I have like this arm's more dead than this one, but like I'll have to lift things like this to take a drink or to do anything. I'm like, oh my God, I motherfucking got Sweet Tea syndrome. This is fucked up. Poor girl. I've always been an empathetic person. I think that's why I like have always lived like fast and in the present and in the moment, because I've always been like, dude, there's fucking children in cancer hospitals that are just looking out their window begging to go outside. And they are so innocent and they don't know how long they have left. Like, I'm going to live my fucking best life every fucking minute of every fucking day for them, Gosh. Okay. Greg Ellis says, I woke up at 5 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. I usually would like to get up every day at that time at 5 a.m. and then go to bed at like 8:30 or 9. That's like my best. That's when I feel I have the most energy. That's like, it's great. And if I could do that every day, I would. But on the weekends, sometimes I'll sleep till like 8 or 9. But I went through like sleep therapy and stuff like that to try and regulate my schedule. And my therapist, who's a really good therapist, look, I keep wondering why it burns right there. I'm like, I didn't have surgery right there, but that's where they did a lot of the lab draws. But my therapist was like, bitch, go the fuck outside. Like when you're having your coffee in the morning, step away from your computer, step away from your TV. You have to go outside and let the sun hit you. Makes sense. That's freaking how we were. That's back in the day when we were hunter-gatherers. Your body needs to fill the actual vitamin D. It can't be supplemented. So it does help. So if I ever have a hard time sleeping, I have to go outside and remind myself when it's morning and stuff, which is weird because I've been sitting inside a lot. Like normally I'm an outside water baby. Like if there's a patio at a bar, if there's a patio eating, if it's not hot as balls, I want to be outside. I can't eat when I'm hot, but I could drink when I'm hot. So I'll go the fuck out there and just drink and vape or smoke or do whatever. I don't really like a lot of people in my space. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's see what you feel bad for who? Gregella says, I feel bad for her though. Are you seeing somebody I don't see? Grayson says, like, y'all kinky. Mega Mind says, so Zeta, are you going on Queens? I don't know. I didn't even know they were having tryouts until they just came up and said, we're doing tryouts today. And I'm like, I ain't doing it right now because, hello, I'm fresh out of surgery. I just drove home. Well, I didn't drive because I'm not well enough to operate a motor vehicle with pain meds on board. And so it was like a 3-hour drive home, and I needed to shower and schedule this stream because I want to hang out with my people. I want to get to know you guys more and have you guys know what's going on with me more. Harvest says it's all good, Habibi. Oh, Inti Arabi. All right. So anyways, I need to stop leaning on this side. Okay. So let's talk about the stuff that, I had checked into over the weekend. Let me check these real quick. this was just when I was in the hospital. I kind of watched some podcast. Okay. I got you, Jay. I got you. I really hate it when my displays connect and then I can't get my mouse down. Just me? Okay, great. Thanks. Okay. All right. Minimize that. Let me pull up the screen that I want. Oh, I might have to take a little break, see, before we get into this. What do you guys want to do first? You know what? Let me see if I can do a poll. I cannot. I guess I'll show that. Okay. And okay, here we go. Okay, do you guys want to listen to my intro song or do you want to listen to another song that's kind of rap, or we could listen to a Billy the Fridge song real quick? I ain't trusting a fart in this chair. Yes, I'm gonna walk all the way to my motherfucking bathroom. I think Harvest. Is it Jay and Harvest that are crushing on each other? Oh. Okay. So Grayson was the first I saw. So that's so funny. Why do people say that they think Fat Girl Summer is about me? I mean, my channel, if you look back on my channel, those are my titles. Fatty does boat things. Fatty still got it from Sim Angles. It's a Fat Girl Summer. No, I have not. I'm not really like starstruck or whatever. Like I run into celebrities all the time, but it's not really that big of a deal. Okay, so you want to listen to my song? Let me cue that up for you guys. I'm just going to put you guys on, you know what? I wonder if I still have that. Let me look. No, I don't. I think it's on my StreamYard. Okay, you guys could just look at my screensaver real quick. BRBs. I'll be fast, I swear.
Zita pull up, red the Harley with a smirk. Motorhome park, grill lit, she go berserk. Debo in the back, beast mode on the deck. Jet boat spin, waves crash, what to expect. Bad girl Z, yeah, she bringing the heat. Funny punchlines, got you glued to your seat. Big moves, big heart, can't be beat. Zeta running everything, hands on the fleet. She got the Kane course, so that nickname King Kong. Debo bark, deep bass drop all night long. Leather jacket shining, hit the throttle, then she's gone. Riding through the vibes like she owns the whole song. Bad girl Z, yeah, she bringing the heat. Funny punchlines, got you glued to your seat. Big moves, big heart, can't be beat. See her running everything, hands on the fleet. Motorhome life, she a rolling sensation. Rest stop queen, every town's admiration. No filter needed, truth cuts like machete. Zeta full of takes, so sharp. call her petty confetti. Bad girl Z, yeah, she bringing the heat. Funny punchlines, got you glued to your seat. Big moves, big heart, can't be beat. See her running everything, hands on the fleet. Motorhome life, she a rolling sensation. Rest stop queen, every town's admiration. No filter needed, truth cuts like machetes. Zeta full of takes, so sharp, call it petty confetti. Bad girl Z, yeah, she bringing the heat. Funny punchlines, got you glued to your seat. Big moves, big heart, can't be beat. Zeta running everything, hands on the fleet. Bad girl C. See her running everything, hands on the fleet. Biryani in the pot, tacos on the plate, spices in my soul, flavors dominate. Cold Cather, the Cali rhymes bridge the scene. Diwali to the dream where Tikka meets supreme. Rap it back and forth from Ganges to the Bay. Mix it up together, we don't go and pave the way. Bollywood saga with the Brooklyn grit. East meets West, now we too legit. Rap it back and forth from Ganges to the Bay. Mix it up together, we gon' pave the way. Bollywood saga with the Brooklyn grit. East meets West, now we too legit. Rickshaw rides turn to yellow cab vibes. From the sorry to the hoodie, both cultures collide. Mango lassi in the red cup, cheers to the sound. The unity swag, yo, we world renowned. Tabla beats bang against boom bap drums. Chat pot to words on the tip of my tongue. Cricket on the TV while the game's getting loud. Naan in my hand as I jump with the crowd. Rap it back and forth from Ganges to the Bay. Mix it up together.
I like it. I like it. Hold on, I gotta fix my shit. Apparently, it still tracked me.
We too legit. Gold chains on Kurta, I'm a hybrid king. Delhi heat in December, Cali's got a sting. Curry in the kitchen, beats on the stove. Anywhere I step, I'm in rapper mode.
What the hell's my camera doing? Quit tripping. Put me in the middle, bitch. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, I think that should be good. I'm going too far. One more. One more. Oh wait, wrong click.
Gold chains on Kurta, I'm a hybrid king. Delhi heat in December, Cali's got a sting. Curry in the kitchen, beats on the stove.
Whatever.
Anywhere I step, I'm in rapper mode.
Let me lock this view in real quick. All right, everything came out okay. And I could have trusted a fart, just saying. Why does want my stuff to go back to normal? Harvest, are you a feeder? Do you like to be crushed on? Just let a bitch know. You're just here for the Zeta. Oh, oof, oof, oof. That's one thing that I did steal from the Queen. Okay. All right. It looks like Trisha is the winner. You guys want to talk about Trisha? Good old Trisha Paytos. Okay. And in that poll. Quit Quit it. My numb little thumb just wants to do things. Do you guys want me to do a love poll? Who is Jay in love with, Harvest or Grayson? You guys want that? Do you want it? I'll give it to you. All right. So, I was watching the Just Trish podcast because fucking Queen, she has had one hell of a comeback. She was done dirty by the H3 and they have their family drama, and I like to leave it at that because if you weren't there, you shouldn't have an opinion. But I mean, speculating is fun, right? It's fun. It's fun to T. So, if you don't know, now you know, Trisha and Tana have started their own podcast together. It's called Not Loveline, and it is mimicking what Dr. Drew and Adam Carolla used to do on the radio and then MTV. And then Dr. Drew came on her show a few times and gave her some really good advice. And she went on Frenemies when that was a thing. But their hot topics involved Serena Carpenter. Now, y'all fellas could probably tell me better. Do y'all think Selena Carpenter is a slay or nay? Like, is she hot or not? Because it's really hard for me to look at women and be like, she's pretty. Like, it's a few far in between where I'm like, oh yeah, that girl's a 10. You know what I mean? Like, I think I live at like a 2 or a 3. I think when I'm done up, I'm probably like, at best, like a California 6, you know? But there's people who like overdo it, in my opinion, you know, overdo the facial perfection. Like, we all have uneven faces, and when people fuck with their face too much, it just does not look natural. It looks motherfucking AI, bitch. And with the big lips, I don't know if you guys remember or are old enough to remember when it was the thing to have like stuffed animals that had like little suction cups on their hands, and you would like lick it and then suction it to your car's like back window, you know, the rear screen window. It's not like the windshield, but like the opposite, the back of the car window. And that's what those lips remind me of. Like, I'm like, bitch, I could lick your lips and like stick you to a fucking car and you could fly down the fucking freeway. It's pretty bad. It's pretty motherfucking bad. Like, I don't know. People get a little overdone with it. But Trisha's had some work done, and I think it's your body, your choice. But just like people, we're judgy creatures by nature, right? Like, and women like to tear other women down. And I'm not about that life. I kind of like to build women back up. It's so sad how insecurity kind of feeds women's lives, honestly. And and they'll invest thousands and thousands of dollars into plastic surgery in that jazz. But let's see. This is her talking about Sabrina Carpenter's album cover. I guess there was some controversy because it was, you know what? Let me pull up really quick. Stop me if you've heard this story. Come on, my poor little numb fingers. Get to work. Get to work. Okay, here it is really quick. I don't want to watch it, but we can just look at it here. Let me see if I could zoom in enough so you guys could see. Yes, I can. Okay, let me catch up with you guys real quick. Jay says, really, Zeta? Grayson says, Trisha Paytas did turn her life around, to be honest. I thought by now she would have been found in her kitchen floor, but her husband truly saved her. Right? Love will do that to you. I had no idea the things that she was doing behind the scenes. I just thought like she was crazy and secure and used by all these people and just had deep issues. I didn't know that she was using, you know, the substances. I mean, everybody kind of does a bump and drink every once in a while, but you know, she was doing the housewife kind of life with the pills and all that good stuff. So yeah. Emlo says, you Montana, baby. Ah, you mine, my beautiful soul. Grayson says, welcome to Hollywood. I know, Hollyweird. The land of nightmares. It is not the land of dreams. People go there and they're like, why am I homeless? Why am I broke? Why am I all fucked up? Hollywood will crush your dreams right quick. Okay, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it, damn it. Okay. This is taking way too long. There we have it, motherfuckers. You must participate. You must. All right, we're going to get into it right now in one moment. I promise. Can we, let's see here. I just want to look at something real quick. Okay. Promise. We have. Let's go to live chat. Okay. We have 26 people in here and we have, 10 likes? Let's get 3 more likes. Come on. That way we're at least like halfway. Half of y'all click the motherfucking button for free 99 to help your girl out. Okay. I love it. Oh, the games that we play. I love that you guys can entertain me like just as much as I'm entertaining y'all. All right, we need 2 more likes, bitches. 2 more likes. Okay. Let's do this. And so this is Sabrina Carpenter's new album. So there's been all this speculation about how provocative it is. And you could see that she's on her knees and a man is grabbing her hair, kind of suggesting a blowy may or may not have just happened or is about to happen or whatever. And women are fucking saying that it's degrading and it's giving into the patriarchy. And then other people are saying, how do you know that this person that is in a suit is a woman? It is a man. It could be a woman dressed in a suit. Just the interneting, speculating and acting dumb, stupid and crazy and talking about shit that doesn't really matter in life, but it's kind of fun. So it looks like she looks, honestly, to me, like so out of place. You know what I mean? She looks way too innocent to even pull off like a seductive, like sultry part in this picture. Am I wrong or am I just being too motherfucking critical? Tell me now. Okay, let's see. I caught up to Jay. He said, "Why am I winning?" Laugh out loud. That's why I was freaking laughing. And then people were like, "Oh, lordy, the poll is fixed." Grayson says, "Someone caught feels." What's a bro without teasing another bro, right? I mean, come on. Nothing says you're comfortable in your sexuality than patting another man's ass and telling him, "Good job, bro," or "Good game, coach." Hey, Zeta, be my angel woman, I guess. Are we winning in the poll? Nope. 67, Harvest and Jay. Just saying. Thanks for the 15 likes, people. You know what? Why is the emoji fucking with me? Yay. Now it's 16. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you. My husband is way prettier than I am. Want to flirt with him instead. Hey, it's not all about looks. Just saying. Are you guys going to answer my motherfucking Sabrina Carpenter question? Am I being too critical? I love how I left you guys on the screen over there. Right? Even if you're straight, be straight. Let it be straight pride. Come on. I think it's messed up that breeders don't have a Pride Month. That's a little bit much, YouTube. Let people say the S word. Come on now. Yeah, I got left for Erwin. The buys, the tries, the whatever. Sabrina was hot, but Hollywood got to her. You think? Yeah, anyway, so I didn't really have an opinion on this at all, pretty much, other than she looks like she's not feeling it, and it looks like this was totally staged. But supposedly she has more creative control. So let's talk let's watch a little bit of what Trisha and the fuck is it Alex? Why can't I think of his name right now? Her little co-hosts have to say about it.
Know who the mom is, if you didn't know.
Yeah.
Whole thing.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Wow.
So I think it's just a combination. She's probably just very inspired by
awful men.
Yeah. Which haven't we all been?
I know. There's a lot of them out there.
Yeah.
And that's what makes a good song.
So here they were talking about just basically about her songs, her lyrics, and that kind of stuff. And the song that she wrote, like about men being children or whatever. He was saying that he thinks that it's a combination. It's Oscar. That's what this motherfucker's name is. That's what he was saying that she used for the inspiration for that song, he thinks. And he follows her way more closely than I do. But yeah. Let's see.
You know, I realized I never really like a love song. Do you ever like love songs? There's never a song I'm like, oh, I love a love song.
You know, there are love songs. I think when I was younger, I definitely did, because I was very much like, I think the idea of love. Right now, I think I'm in like a track era. I think that's why I love Gnarly so much, because it's just like a track. You know, I'm the no, gnarly. You know, so I think that's kind of the vibe I feel right now.
Right.
Yeah,
It's better, more empowering.
Yeah, it makes you feel good.
Yeah, I'm totally that chick. Like I have, like music is my muse. Like I have a soundtrack to my life, and I love every type of music. I like country, I like rap, I like hip hop. I like old rock, classic rock. What else? Some Spanish music, like some cumbia. What else? Everything. I listen to a lot of weird stuff, some Arabic music, Romanian music. And the way that I am is like my music will either change my mood or like I'm so like set in a genre for what I'm doing. Like if we're going fishing or hunting, yeah, we're not going to listen while we're hunting, but like on our way there or whatever, bam, it's country. It's like older country. Some of the newer stuff, like Chris Stapleton is my man. His voice is like old country grit. I love it. Which, by the way, if you didn't know, Billy, when he sings, actually sounds a lot like Chris Stapleton, in my opinion. But and then I love like a pump up song. Like when I'm writing, usually it'll be like either classic motorcycle, like songs you hear at rallies all the time, or it'll be this playlist that's like kind of gangster rap and hip hop where I'm feeling myself, where I feel like, yeah, I'm a bad bitch. This is my shit. These are my jams, music of my people, you know? So that's like current hip hop rap and like some old school stuff, you know, the old classic artists. Let me catch up with you guys before we get back in. Are you guys having a love quarrel? What happened? Oh. Giz. What was Giz saying? Let me look. Oh my God, that person's back again. See, this is who ruins it for people. You know what? I'll just do this. And we'll see how long it takes for them to get around these. I don't mind it. See if I could go back in here. A couple of settings need to be changed. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. My numb fingers, it feels so weird. So weird. Where did it go? Where did it go? Where did it go? Where did it go? Oh, I think I go. Nope, I don't want to delete it. Come on. Here we go. There we go. There we go. If that's not enough time to keep you from killing my vibe, bitch, then we'll see what is. Yeah. It was like Gizmo before, now it's Gizlet. So it's obviously somebody who likes to build sock accounts and talk about certain types of showers that kid behind the camera may or may not like. Right? Hey, I'm trying to grow a channel, so Giz, however many sock accounts you have, I will tally those up. I might have 930 subscribers by the time we're done with this live stream. Ugh, my hands are so weak. Right? Gross. Hold on, let me ask my wife to bring me meds. Bring me, could you please bring me, what do I need? Ibuprofen. It's crazy. They discharged me with like 7 new medications. I'm like, great. To the freaking most scatterbrained person in the world. Okay. So let's go back to what I was doing before certain people had to come interrupt you, girl.
Makes you feel powerful. That's kind of the vibe I'm in.
I like the Taylor Swift ones about breakups because I was like, oh, it just feels like empowering.
Yeah, that's why I liked Reputation so much.
Yeah. Breakup songs, like, even when you're not going through a breakup, they could be they could hit real good, you know? I like songs that are about breakups, but aren't obvious that they're about breakups or heartaches, you know? It's kind of the thing that I like.
Even though it was like
Yeah.
there were love songs in there, it was all like it was still like empowering and being like F Kanye, F Kim, you know, it was like
Oh, that album?
yeah.
She really was ahead of her time with that one.
She
You know
really
what I
was, 'cause everyone
mean?
loves it now.
I know.
Where were you back in 2016, 2017, whenever it came out?
Always catches up. Thank you so much to Chime for sponsoring today's episode.
Okay, hold on. I was trying to find another spot over here. All right.
Anya saying her Oscar identifies as they, them, and is trans.
It's just the same day we're talking about our boo-boos.
Yeah.
And what they identify as. Okay, well.
I feel like I was. I
Okay, I think I could trust her part. Hold
like
up. The
controversy around Amelia Perez, but I feel like this is something that you would end up saying. I feel like my
For
Oscar
sure.
identifies.
That's what I'm saying. Our little boo-boos were going there. I was trying to figure out, because you mean it sincerely. Well, I don't know if you meant it sincerely. I meant mine sincerely, because you just don't know. You don't wanna
I'm
offend,
trying
especially
so
the boo-boos
hard,
are
but I
big in,
can't do it. Right when it
culture,
gets
you
to
don't
the
wanna
edge,
offend
I'm like,
anybody.
And they do have
no.
boo boos. There's lore where the little ones are girls, so it is a little confusing.
Oscar, however, I guess it's never been.
hold on. Why am I letting this run for so long? Okay. Let me see what you guys are saying. Are you guys waiting for me to like? Do you think I'm gonna shit my chair? Do you think that's a possibility? Why am I so scared? I should have closed the poll when wet. When you were way ahead. We're gonna let it battle out till the end. I love that you guys would fuck each other over me, though. I love that. I love that for me. I need to raise my standards. I need to up my game. Oh, freak. Okay. Okay. So I don't know if you guys have heard about all the drama and controversy with JoJo Siwa. But what had happened was, and this is the gist of what, I'm just going to give you the TLDR of what I understood. She went to do like a reality house. And of course she had a girlfriend at the time because she was identifying as being lesbian, gay. I don't know what she was identifying at the moment. But I think, especially for women, the whole like sexuality thing is more on a spectrum, and it's more of like you discover your body and what you like and who you are as your age progresses. Because I mean, there's very few women, probably the women who like are super religious and save themselves for marriage and are very like, nope, I'm supposed to do this and this and this and this, and they just play by the rules and all that kind of stuff. But usually around the college age, whether you're in college or not, you're going to go to a party and shit's going to get wild. And I did that. I started that shit in high school, but so she was in this committed relationship with this person, and then she went into this reality house, and then her girlfriend was saying that she's been distant, she's been acting different since she was in this reality house. And then pictures started getting leaked of her being around. Hold on one second. Hold on right quick. So pictures started getting leaked from the house of her being like close in this guy's personal space. And it did, look a little affectionate, but I mean, you could do the same thing with a close friend, especially in a situation like that where you're living with somebody. You're going to have your bestie, like that you confide in more than other people, especially in games, shows that are on, when you're living in a house and you could get voted off or all this other mess. So anyways, the show was over. So was JoJo Siwa's relationship, and her girl was mad, throwing a fit all over social media and all this other shit, which, I mean, I'd be pissed too, but so now JoJo Siwa just kind of is in denial and not really addressing anything. I think she's even come out and said that she's straight, but I don't know. I don't believe shit unless if I see it in a clip, then I'm gonna believe it. But I have seen her embraced with this new fella, and they have been caught like on vacation together and all this other stuff. So, I mean, it looks like if anything, her sexuality is TBD, Bear. It's 2BD. bear. I meant to say bitch. TBD bitch. So that's fucking okay. You ain't gotta freaking check a box and stick with it for life. It's okay to explore and identify who you are and work on yourself until the day you die, motherfucker. If freaking one day you're straight and you're a straight dude and the next day you're like, I think I'll take a dick. And you take a dick and you try it. Fuck matters. Live your life. If you take a dick and you don't like it, you can at least say, I didn't like it. Maybe I'll just try and give my dick and see if that's different. Maybe I'll pitch only. You know what I'm saying? It's all right. It's okay. I don't understand why it's such a big fucking deal these days. I don't know what. I think people have made their sexuality, their personality, their everything that they are when it's like, you're so much more than that. You know what I mean? And you should be. And if you're not, you need to work on you, boo-boo. Figure out who you want to be. Try and be like people you know in real life. And you can mix in some sauce from some other people, but oh no, that's just my advice. You could change your vote. Don't trip. Jay says, I meant to vote for you. I accidentally voted for myself. That's okay. I love to do myself sometimes. Okay, so also there's been, I don't know if you guys know where JoJo Siwa came from, but she came from an old reality show called Dance Moms, and it was about these crazy ass moms of dance students that were taught by this chick named Abby, I forget her last name, Abby Lee. And she had the Abby Lee dance studio and cameras were in there and filmed, and Abby definitely had her favorites. And they got the most camera time. And of course, there's editing and all that kind of show. They want you to think that, oh, you know, it's not scripted. It's not whatever. Nothing's pre-planned. But of course it is to some extent. You have to be able to work with schedules and to plan out, you know, camera time and set time and costs and all that other shit. So there's people who have come out and said that they consider what Abby Lee had done to them as ABUSE, you know. And JoJo Siwa's never addressed it. So, and she may have her own reasons for not addressing it, you know? So this is where they're talking about Miley Cyrus making a joke and how JoJo Siwa
Hot topic? You are.
Not at all.
There's a gag coming in there. I can feel it. Your hand is holding something.
responded.
It's for me.
Is it chocolate?
No.
He's going to show something soon. I have a feeling. I know it. He's waiting for the moment.
JoJo Siwa reacted to Miley Cyrus's joke that we talked about.
Oh, yes. I did see this.
Yes.
Did we not talk about this?
No, we talked about, at the time we only saw Miley's joke, not JoJo's response to Miley's joke.
We're
Yeah.
always like just, it
Like
must
a
have been
couple
right after.
hours, yeah, we're just a couple hours behind, but that's okay. But yeah, Miley Cyrus made a joke that she was gonna go back in the closet and find JoJo Siwa at World Pride. And
At World Pride?
yeah, I must have been not the day.
I didn't know Miley was there. Yeah.
Yeah, June 7th. What day were you? The 8th?
June 6th. I didn't know she was supposed to be on there.
I don't think she.
First of all, why in the fuck is there a World Pride and I wasn't invited? I never knew there's a World Pride now. Like back in my day, Pride was like people getting drunk and dramatic. All the lesbians was fighting at the local park. It was all fenced in for crowd control so they could get your little monies at the gate. You'd go in and you'd get litty and you'd watch other people fight, or you'd watch other couples freaking break and make up and cheat and do all these other things. It was like the gay people's Vegas, right? And then you'd have a little parade and you would have all the gays pretty much indecently exposed, but painted, clothed on or whatever. And you just act silly and out there and just did your thing. And now it's such a movement and such a big deal now. And it's like, pipe the fuck down, people. Can we just be people? You know what I mean? Live your every motherfucking day life. I think like the idea of pride and having pride events is important for like communities, but I don't think that it's so important that there needs to be one like in every town, every city, and a fucking world one. Like what the hell is that about? Okay, so let me catch up with you guys. Jay says she says she's now identified as queer. Yeah, which means what? I mean, come on, everybody's definition is different. And queer used to be offensive to the gays. Hello, they say don't call me queer. I'm not like a $2 bill or $3 bill. And now it's like queer is questioning or just different or whatever. Like, could you just live your best motherfucking life and be you? It's nuts. Jay says JoJo said that show made her realize she is queer. I think the person that she met made her realize she wouldn't mind taking a dick. You know what I mean? I really think that that's what it's about. Because, okay, if I have to check a box, I would be considered demisexual. And I used to think it was pansexual, which means that you don't have a gender preference for who you're with, right? I didn't even know there was a term coined for it back when I was growing up. But I'm attracted to a personality, to like a presence, to like the heart and soul of somebody, and you have to be able to make a bitch laugh. Like, that's sexy as fuck. If you can make me laugh and and you have like a swagger, like I like people that are different, that are unique, you know, whether that's male or female. But I think pansexual like includes like being attracted to transsexuals. And after much thinking and self-reflection, I'm like, I've never come across a transsexual that I was attracted to. And I've known some really funny ones and spent a lot of time with them. Like Delta Work is funny. She ended up being on RuPaul's Drag Race, but I knew her in her dress form and I knew her in her male form. And she hasn't transitioned. I don't believe. I think she's still just a queen. I think her real name's like Gabriel or something like that. And we used to Kiki all the time, and we would share makeup freaking ideas and makeup looks. And she'd always be like, girl, your makeup is fierce. You're one of us. I'd feel like, yeah, whatever. But she was funny as fuck. She used to do an impression of Shakira, and she was fat, right? So she would do underneath her clothes, and she would pull out like food from her fat rolls. Like she'd have some Vienna sausages under her titty. She'd have some fucking string cheese under her gun. Like she would pull that shit out and sing underneath my clothes. And it's fucking A1 tier fucking comedy and entertainment, I tell you. You're a lesbian married to a man, right? It's like whatever I don't know. I think that's my feeling on it. Like what I think you're attracted to a person, you know, to a soul, to who makes you happy, who makes you feel alive, who loves that. You know what I'm saying? Sounds like a casual weekend. Nary.
Performed. I think she just did a little.
It was a video, right?
Yeah.
Oh, got it.
And yeah, so she made a joke at World Pride, and then JoJo responded. And this was a few days later. She replied on June 12th. She said, I was happy on my 5th birthday having a Miley themed party, and I'm still happy now at 22. I wasn't sure how I felt about things.
I'll read it for you so we're not stealing too much of their content. I'm not sure how I felt about things for a couple of days, but I've started to come to some thoughts. I don't believe what Miley said at World Pride was ill-intended. Honestly, I think it was meant to be a joke, but just not very good one. But you forgot an A there, but okay. I be illiterate too sometimes. Not what the world or myself needs to hear any day of the week. I messaged Miley lightheartedly about it, and she replied and said, all love, always, with 3 red heart emojis in quotes. And then there's a shadow heart. Honestly, the most beautiful thing I've learned in this last 5 years is that love is a gorgeous rainbow. Don't question yourself. Don't second guess yourself. Just love. Love, 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 love. People judge no matter what, and it can be very hard, especially when it comes to someone you love and look up to. But if you feel happy and content with yourself, that's most important. You get one life. Hold on to it. Make it yours. Find your happy and love. I could not agree with this statement more. That's what it's about. Being happy, loving yourself. And when you know that it's the one, you'll want to be a better version of yourself to that one. You know what I mean? Like I became such a better person. I used to, like, I've kind of always been like a take no shit type of bitch. And I used to be like, if you don't want it my way, then I'll find somebody who looks, talks, and acts and dresses just like you with a little less fucking attitude. That'll do what the fuck what I want when I want. And when that's just how I was with everybody. And I'd met my wife, and she changed my world. I'd never looked at somebody and been like, fuck, that person's attractive. Like, I need to get to know them. And our story's crazy, and I'll tell it one day. But when in other relationships, that's just kind of how I was. And then when I got with her, I was like, I want to be the best version of myself. Like, she deserves the best. She deserves somebody that's going to make her like enjoy her life, like be a little happier, be a little more giving, you know, be a little shine in her dark gray world. And she's done the same for me, you know. So there's that. Okay, let me go over to where they're done talking about this part so we can scroll past it. Oh, Trisha's giving us some thoughts. Do you guys think that she's gonna have what are they saying, it's gonna be like the next king or something, being that her daughter was born on the day that the queen died?
At the time, we only saw Miley's joke, not JoJo's response to Miley's joke. Yeah.
We're always like just. It must
like
have been
a couple
right after.
hours. Yeah.
Bitch, I went back way
Could
too
be a lot
far.
on there. Something if you want someone controversial. For sure, and like a very crazy one because I spoke out about
Yeah,
it.
which, and I think at least like last week we talked about how maybe she'll look at her childhood differently when her brain develops.
Yeah, she said
This
that, right?
week- Yeah, she said that. And now she waited a few days to craft a response
Yeah.
that was very eloquent and well put. So I feel like we're seeing growth.
Yeah, when she's
Post Big
21.
Brother, 22. Yeah.
So much growth. I know. I think about that. I was like, oh god, like nobody like.
Yeah, and that's a fucking other thing. Like your frontal cortex for males, like you guys develop a little bit later than we do in our brains, and want to like settle down and start thinking differently and not so self-centered. But when you're about 25 or 26 years old as a male, that's when you kind of start to mature and reach the same like mental level that women are probably at like 21, 22. You know what I'm saying? But and you still have so much growing and experimenting and trying things. Like, why cuff yourself to a fucking checkbox? You shouldn't have to owe anybody an explanation. I mean, I never did. Like, when my wife was coming to get me for our first date, I was getting ready. And I remember telling my dad, hey, I'm going on a date and I'll be home like around midnight. And he was like, all right. And then somebody knocked at the door and I was like, oh, and by the way, it's with the chick. And then I went to leave and he just looked at me and I said, I don't want any words out of you, sir. He said, all right, we'll talk tomorrow. I said, all right. He said, be safe. Just come home on time. Like, all right, cool. And that's how, I don't know, I was raised. It's not really that big of a deal. That was my experience. And I try to tell people that too, because people will slide in my DMs and they'll be like, it sucks. I'm gay. I live in this small town in the middle of nowhere. Everybody freaking hates me. I can't meet anybody. And I'm like, your world seems small because your circle is small. You can leave. You're going to have to make a hard choice. Do you want to leave your family and go risk it somewhere else to where it's more gay friendly, or you'll have more gay people around you? You can travel there. You can find a place that you feel like you can be yourself at and make it happen. You know, you might have to, if it's expensive to live in that city, you might have to rough it. You might have to have some roommates. You might have to go through a few struggles at first, but don't ever let yourself create a circle that's so freaking small that, and you're so miserable when you can change it. You have the power to change it. You really do. Let me catch up with you guys and then we'll come back. Let's see if y'all send anything. Welcome, George Davis and Vlogs. I don't know who the Jaffe people are, but welcome. Appreciate you. Grayson says, what the hell? I'm free. I was literally subscribed to you and had to resubscribe to you. I was behind bars for 20 minutes laughing my ass off. I don't know if I actually hit it or what down button accidentally. Anonymous says, do a 360. Here you go. Do a 360 on my hand. We had to stop all the flirting, right? All Jaffe's viewers vote for me. Did Jaffe rate us? I didn't see it. Did I miss it? That would be amazing. I don't even see Jaffe or anybody talking in here. The new person that I see. I wonder. Okay. Anyways, I'm not going to get distracted. I don't know how I would see that anyways. But thank you and welcome. If we did get rated, I appreciate you. I'm glad that you're here spending your time with me. We're just kind of having a casual Kiki, catching up on some hot topics that I don't usually follow, but I'm trying to keep up with things. And we'll get into like a little bit of a serious thing, but not really too much. But
what, like the David Dobrik when he went new at 22, he would never, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the
We're seeing it's a trajectory, I think, and let's celebrate that. You know what I mean? Let's, people like to be really critical, and I get she does deserve some criticism. I'm not invalidating that, but I think she is learning, and she is really, really, really young.
David Dobrik, that shit's fucking cray. I haven't even caught up with Jeff and his podcast or his issues, but the fact that motherfucker is still having surgery and David just freaking is doing him dirty the way that he did is nuts. Like, you don't have to fully admit liability, and to make your friend have to take you to motherfucking court is crazy. But he could have just, I don't know, man. You find out who your friends are, right? When some stupid shit like that happens. That's so nuts. Anyways, prayers and healing to Jeff. I hope. He says that this should be like one of his last surgeries. His eye socket, his orbital bone, and like stuff back here have been permanent fucked. So his eye keeps falling in and down, I think. So I saw a clip that it might be his final surgery. So I don't know. I'm going to try and catch up on that too. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about? Well, I'm going to make myself a little note right here. Tomorrow I'm going to try and stream every day. For right now, we'll do a podcast and an IRL stream a day. So that's like 2 streams. I'm going to commit. Absolutely. We'll do at least a podcast stream, because I know no matter what, I could sit down and relax and chill with you guys. But I want to try and do like some IRL stuff when I'm out moving around and getting my my mobility back and healing and stuff. I just don't want to overpromise, because once I commit, bitch, I commit. If I say I'm going to do some shit, I say I'm going to do it. But sometimes the good Lord has other plans for you, girl. Okay, I can close this stuff. Let me see. What y'all have said. Emma says, I like Jaffe and Madhouse. Right? I think that the LCU, and I think Keem kind of never really fully warmed up to Jaffe. He comes off like as misogynistic because he's so used to working with like men and stuff like that. It used to crack me up that everybody was like a bro or a pal. Like even to like a panel full of women, he'd be like, thanks pals or thanks guys or bros or whatever. But I kind of found that endearing, you know, like, oh, this little dude like has worked with men his whole life, and that's how he is. And yeah, he teetered the line of comedy, but that's comedy and that's entertainment, right? I mean, even like being a misogynist and playing into the misogynist part, if you do it well, which he does well, and he entertains well, and you give him time, people are just too quick to cancel people or to shut them down. You know, we're all people. We all have different facets of it. Some of us already have our online personas. Some of us need to work on them. And when you're going into a new universe like that and you have a new audience, it's not cool when people just judge you too quickly. And I think people started to warm up with him right when he done fucked up and disrespected the Queen Brantley, you know? But I mean, when you have fuck you money, it's literally fuck you money. You can be like, fuck you and your wife and your opinion and her opinion, you know? And I don't know how they treated him. I don't know if they were cool to him or accepting to him or whatever behind the scenes, you know? So I believe in giving what you get, treating people how you want to be treated. And if they're not treating you right, it's okay to fucking treat them the same way that they're treating you. Shit, maybe even worse, a mild motherfucking opinion. Depends on what you did. I mean, they say when they go low, choose high. But bitch, I might need to go lower that day. It just depends. It's case sensitive. It's color coded for easy viewing. If you fuck me up with this color, I'ma fuck you up with the darker color. So yeah, Jeffy is funny. I should check in on his channel and see how he's doing. I know he had a channel before being in the LCU, but he really built an entertaining show and put a lot of work into it. It's a lot of work, even to just react like this, but I mean, being more prepared and having timestamps and not like just blabbering for so long takes a lot more background work, and it takes hours to do that sometimes. But he was developing in the background like software and shit for his shows, animations and everything, and it was fascinating to watch. Grayson says Jeffy is lit, different sense of humor, right? I like that shit. Like I teeter the line a lot on offensive shit too, you know? Like I like to make racial jokes. I like to teeter the line because like I think we're all one race, and I think it's funny that I'm more black than a lot of other black people. And my name is very unique, and people have always thought that I'm African American or that I'm a black girl. If you don't know me and you just see my name, and I roll up in my murdered out car, bumping my rap and hip hop. There's been times where instead of just getting pulled over by one cop, I got pulled over, told to wait for backup, had 5 fucking cop cars, like probably 8 different officers surround my car and do a felony stop on me, bitch. Felony stop. And I was like, I ain't gonna put my arm out the window so these motherfuckers can see that they're being racist as fuck. So they could see that fucking I'm a white bitch. I'm gonna let them go as far as they're gonna go. We're gonna see how this plays out. So they came up, guns drawn on each side of me, and knocked on my window with something. I don't know if it was the window breaker, but it was something metal. I don't think they would do that with their gun. And told me to roll down, put my hands up and to roll down my window. I was like, all right. And then right as I rolled down my fucking windows, both officers holstered the weapons. They came up and they're like, do you know why I stopped you? I said, no, but that is the most racist shit I ever seen. Talk about profiling. All right. What do you want? Was I speeding? Here's my license and registration. That's crazy. Okay. Grayson says Jeffy's lit. Different sense of humor. Grayson says thoughts on the Air India's plane crash. I haven't seen it yet. We'll look it up in a minute. Jeffy will be fine on his own. He has made famous video games after all. I know. I was really sad when I found out that he didn't make what is it? God of War. I can't pronounce the name. What is it? Warnock, whatever version. Because bitch, I have Thor's belly, like that fat ass belly with like just the 6-pack cut in the middle and no fucking abs around it. I wanted to be like, see, I knew you used my belly for inspiration. And then I found out he didn't even make the other versions, just the original ones. Air India's plane crash. Okay, let me look that up right quick. we're going to talk about it too, but not very much. I don't like to get too serious over here. I just kind of want to, I know we tend to get lost in the sauce of like TikTok and YouTube, and this is where we come for our entertainment and stuff to kind of bury our head in the sand, because we don't really want to deal with everything that's going on in the world. I mean, why be surrounded and engulfed in shit that you can't really change at the moment, you know? So I get it, but I think it's important to kind of have a little bit of an idea of what's going on around you. My wife and I always joke that if some shit really goes down, we'll be the last to know, because we ain't trying to be exposed to all this nonsense and stress and negativity that's in the media and in politics and everything right now. Okay, let's see. I usually like to look at One American News, but BBC is pretty good. Let me share this with you. Do you guys have a video we could watch? Do you want to watch a video? 270 people. This was released 4 hours ago by BBC Media. Days after the devastating Air India 171 crash killed at least 270 people in Minecraft or real life. Investigators from across the world are putting their heads together to find out what exactly went wrong. So far, there's no indication of where the fault lies, and it could take months. Yeah, we know the whole freaking black box investigation thing. You got to get your stories together. We know. There's the truth, and there's what you want to prepare the people for. And what you want to prepare the information that the people might be able to expose one day. But as the waiting game begins, the Tata Group, which owns the airline, along with other iconic brands such as Jaguar, Landwehr, and Tetley Tea. Why are people like, why is this part even important? You know what I mean? Confronts a litany of unprecedented challenges at a critical juncture of the carrier's ambitious turnaround. The narrative was just beginning to change for Air India in the lead up to the tragedy. In the hands of a new private owner, the Tatas bought the airline from the government in 2022. Air India showed an operating profit, better revenues, and fewer customer complaints. Although disgruntlement about poor service standards, dysfunctional in-house entertainment, and flight delays hadn't entirely gone away, there was an understanding that these were... Let me do that so you guys can read it too. I always forget. Do you guys see this? Do you guys see this right here? They're trying to trap a bitch. That these were something, we'll say, nagging transition troubles as the airline undertook multiple complex mergers to streamline its operations. Cosmetically, the improvements were beginning to show too. Slick new livery and retrofitted interiors on some aircraft, a brand new A350s in the fleet deployed on key routes, and record-breaking order for the new planes to retire old ones and service India's booming aviation market. After years of neglect, when Air India was under state ownership, the Tatas said earlier this year that they'd embarked on the final climb phase of the carrier's transformation journey towards becoming a world-class airline. Last week's horrific crash has now cast a shadow on these plans. There's a photo. Nice. In quotes, "I'll never fly Air India again" was a common refrain heard among people gripped by panic and fear last week. While Air India, and particularly the Dreamliners it flew, have a strong safety record, this knee-jerk reaction was to be expected, says experts. When a crash on this scale happens, this loss of passenger confidence could derail the turnaround efforts that were already underway. Okay, I'm just going to skim from now on. We're hearing of canceled bookings, says Shakur Yusuf, founder and analyst at Malaysia-based ENDAU Analytics, told the BBC Air India was a difficult flag carrier to turn around to begin with, bogged down by legacy and financial issues, blase, drawing parallels with the unprecedented twin tragedies that Malaysia Airlines suffered in 2014. He said it took a full decade for the airline to turn a profit after those crashes. Here's the thing. I mean, even, I'm guessing there's no BDO beach. Here's the thing. Like, even with the aircrafts that freaking crashed over here in New York, technology be crazy. And the fact that so many people have cameras like right in their phone, we get to see like a lot more tragedies than we used to not, you know, and people are sharing them on social media, and then they get to the news or whatever. But the things with aircrafts is like maintenance, and that's what keeps them safe. They need to constantly be getting routine maintenance, and the pilot checks, if they're not done every flight, the co-pilot checks, all that stuff every flight. It's real easy for shit to go wrong, you know. Big metal things weren't meant to fly. Let me see what you guys filled me in on while I was reading that. Crash with one. What are you talking about? This crash, Emlo? The crash with one guy that survived, like Final Destination? Jay says, don't forget to vote. Yeah, why am I winning right now? Y'all motherfuckers need to vote. Okay, well, let's see. We'll end the poll in 5 minutes at 9 o'clock Pacific time in 5 minutes. Y'all better outvote me. Vote for the boys. Vote for the boys. Emlo is the best. You found a good one. I did. We met magically, and she didn't even know that I was the one for her. But things have worked out how they're supposed to. I'm very blessed. And I try to make sure that she is as well. Harvest says they had weird ads on YouTube. Air India safety protocol the day before the crash. It was very WTF, right? Tete groups sounds like something else entirely different. Just saying. Are you? Yeah, that's the Mexican in you. The tatas, the tetas. Grayson says this news thing sucks. Laughing my ass off. One sole survivor out of the 240, right? What did he do different? Who was it that survived? I need to know. Where was he seated in the aircraft? Because, bitch, if I fly, that's going to be my seat every time. I'll pay extra. I'll pay extra. I don't care. No, I normally don't fly. Jane and Grayson are chilling and talking, just broing it out. And, okay. Okay, come on. Let's vote. Let's vote. Let's see if we could fix this. Emlo, go vote. Go vote in the poll. It won't let me vote? How come I'm not allowed to vote? I feel robbed. What the freak? 3 minutes. The seat was 11A. Ooh, good to know. How come okay, maybe I shouldn't have skimmed over so much of that article. Look up another thing. Haha, it's low-key crazy. Okay. Let's get high-key into it then. Let me go to, oh, I might have to pay for it now. I don't know. That's like, I like to watch One American News Network, and I mean, there's other ones too, but they've kind of always kept it real. They got banned. They used to be on cable TV in America, and they got banned because they wouldn't feed information, like false information to Americans. So they had to go online, and then they had to do like memberships for money and stuff. But they're finally being recognized, and I love that one thing that Trump did was put younger people in the White House, and independent media, and gives them privilege, because we needed it for so long. Like, I grew up so naive, you guys, so naive. Like, Emlo kind of just like opened my brain up, because I was just like, what do you mean, like, the government doesn't do all the things that we're taught they do in school? What do you mean, like, people are paid for this and this and this? And like, I was a math science girl, history. I've always been really bad at history. I've always been really bad at geography and economics. For some reason, I was just like, this shit bores my soul. And that's kind of my life. I mean, I still suck at economics, if you want to know the damn truth. I just have a brain that doesn't, I don't know if it's ADD or ADHD or whatever, but I find a lot of content too boring and too long. And so I'm like, I ain't into this. So unfortunately, I don't know a lot about like government and politics, but I try to be a well-informed voter and look into stuff. But, so I always try and find other places, but it's so crazy. Like, Trump was the first person to be like, yeah, it's fake news. And then it became a thing on both sides of the aisle. And it's crazy how that works. Okay, top news. All right, they might not have any coverage of it. Okay, let's see what we could watch. India. Let's see what videos. Okay, let's see if I can find something that will not. Huh. I'm trying to find, oh, here we go. Oh, wait. Yeah.
As the death toll rises from the tragic Air India crash.
Okay, I don't know if they will copyright strike me, but I'm going to speed it up a little bit and we will, oops, wrong one. Wrong page. Wrong one page. Wrong one page. We will see. I like Australian news sources like Sky West, whatever, Australian, but this is ABC Australia.
In Ahmedabad last week, funerals are being held for the victims. At the same time, investigations are in full swing, with authorities now having recovered the second black box. So was it a problem with the plane or pilot error? Dr. Sonia A. Brown is a senior lecturer in aerospace design from the University of New South Wales and joins me now. Sonia, good to have you with us this evening.
Thanks for having me.
Firstly, what do we know about what's happening? What are the checks that are being done on the Boeing aircraft, in particular the Dreamliner? Are we any closer to knowing what caused the crash? Was it plane or pilot?
We are very unsure at this stage. From my personal viewing of the footage, it looks like the aircraft went into a stall, which basically means...
Okay, so a stall is when, because you have to have velocity, you have to reach, like, there's vortices that come off the wings of an airplane, right? So a stall means that either your pitch was too high or your pitch was too low, and so it doesn't allow the aircraft to continue forward. But you should be able to recover it. You can do stall recoveries, like go to the side and flatten out to where your wings are even, and then just like glide down to recover. So there's that. It's 9:02. I won. Oh, you guys are so nice. Are y'all trying to glaze me? What do you want? What do you want from me, girl? Trying to glaze me up right now? He said, no more of that. Fuck that. Were you guys only staying in here to make sure it didn't look like y'all were in relationships? You're like, I'm going to stay and listen to this boring fat bitch talk, you know. Make sure everybody knows about my sexuality. That I'm happy and committed. I'm not a pilot. I would. Actually, no, I wouldn't. There's a lot of scary things that I would do, but I don't think that I would want the responsibility of flying an aircraft. Thank you, Jay. I love y'all too, the most. I appreciate you. I used to work in air medical transport. So I had an incident where we hit vortices coming off of a large aircraft as we were trying to land underneath it. So their vortices drop. They're supposed to come in here, and then if there's a smaller aircraft, the traffic controller is supposed to let us know when their vortices have dropped so that we can continue in our approach and landing. Well, somebody didn't do the math right. The math wasn't mathing, bitch. And I had a patient on a ventilator that was strapped to a backboard in the back of the aircraft. And all of a sudden, I looked down and there was water. We were almost in the ocean. And I saved the patient, shit a brick, and it took me a while to recover from that. I would still like get sweaty palms and get nervous and preoccupied and stuff. I tried to like super focus in on patients and stuff. And the owner of the company like took me up in fixed wing crafts and his helicopter and like made sure that I knew what was going on and how to fix things and why we survived and all that. We were blessed. The company that I worked for, their pilots came like from military training and they were bush pilots in Alaska and stuff. They dealt with really inclement weather and that kind of stuff. So really good people to work for. Great company that I worked for. I cannot speak higher of that company or those people that I met working there. I absolutely loved that job. My dog's pissed. Babe, since he's awake, you could bring him in here just for a moment. I'll let you guys see him. Him's your handsome boy. Okay, so let's go back to the video beach. Why am I breathing like that? I'm all like I have high blood pressure. These painkillers will fuck you up. Collapse your trachea and shit.
It didn't have enough lift, which is effectively caused by not enough speed. So the most likely scenario is a thrust issue. But what caused that thrust issue? That's where we don't know. It could have been a pilot error with the thrust setting being incorrect for takeoff. It could have been a mechanical issue somehow.
It could have been like geese or birds or whatever. It's crazy that freaking, if you are at an airport long enough to watch the things that go down, especially when that's in nature, like literally people used to have to go in golf courts and trucks and stuff and run the, we were by the ocean, so run the geese off of the runway. And what else was up there? The Aleutian geese and what are those other, not seagulls. Seagulls were there too, but cranes. Those big old skinny-legged white cranes. I have to drink like a toddler with 2 hands. My arms are getting burned out for the day. Oh. Let me check on y'all. Make sure you're behaving. I want to venture higher into a nurse practitioner or flight nurse. Still debating on going into the Air Force, but I don't know yet. Just a thought. How much longer are you going to be on? I might transfer you to my TV right now. It's a twig and a steak. I don't know. Let's see. It's 10 o'clock, like maybe 30 more minutes. I think I'll probably get out of here at 9:30 my time. I wanted to cover more and hang out. Do any of you guys want to come up on panel? If you do, I can do that for a little bit. I'll start a thing and let you guys know. What I'm going to do is I will... Okay. What I could do if you guys want to come and hang out is I'll just end the stream and then start another one just on StreamYard and make it easy for you guys to come up. I also have Discord. We could do it on Discord, or you can go into my Discord and hang out. But you don't have to turn your camera on if you don't want to appear on screen for other people if we use Discord or StreamYard. It's up to you, but you do have to turn your camera on so I could see that you are who you say you are. And I know who to find if y'all do some stuff that shouldn't be done that could possibly take my channel down. Oh, because I'll replace you with Aussie on my TV. Them boys. You know what's crazy is that when all this stuff was going down, Twiggy kind of wanted to do a show with everybody when he was fighting with Rostov and stuff. I would do a show with Twiggy before I would do a show with Steak. Like, even though he was brand new when my wife was disrespected on that panel, Rostov was ultimately responsible. He's been a host there for a long time, but I got to give him some grace because him and Xylee were both trying to shut down what Becky was doing in her alcoholic, non-alcoholic nonsense. But I still am not a fan that my wife, who's not a public figure, was accused of doing some shady shit for probably about 5 minutes too long. I mean, we all got accused of it, but I was able to clear my name, and other people were saying like, no, it couldn't have been me. They were kind of putting the pieces together about people who were and were not on camera with the hints that were given. But even Steak, supposedly, I don't know how he got his little YouTube button. I don't know if he bought it. I don't know. I think he had like a partner channel with somebody, and that's how he got it. But if you're any kind of streamer or any kind of content creator, You should have shut that shit down or told her, say it now or don't say it at all. You can't just put a blanket statement out there and leave people to fucking fend for themselves. And because, I mean, what she did, she done fucked up. She opened up herself and Keem for a huge ass fucking liability. But I'm not the litigious type, and that's not how I want to get down. But that was fucking done. So anyways, it's very, like, I'm all good at forgiving people and giving people a second chance because I get it. I'm a lot too. Like, most people don't really know who I am. They just see the bitch side of me or the funny side of me. They don't, like, see me as a person. So I get when people warm up to me and they're like, dude, I'm sorry. Like, I was a dick. And I'm like, okay, well, my shit was still funny and I still mean it, but we'll get over it. You know what I mean? Or whatever. But if you fuck with my family, whether that's like my wife and my blood family or my friends that I consider family, it's pretty hard for me to give you any grace. You know, fuck with me all you want, but okay, let's see. What's my blood pressure been at? It's actually been like too low. I've been getting dizzy and stuff. Yeah, let me know if I start looking real pale, bitches. I don't watch myself all the time on camera, so I might need that. Are you guys talking about? Are you talking about me or are you talking about somebody else that's having medical issues? Grayson's in bed. Midnight. Atta boy. Be a good boy. Be a good boy. Get lots of sleep. Your body will thank you for it. Yeah, I got to make sure I get like 8 hours because I'm healing. That's very important when you're trying to heal or lose weight, bitch. Why am I not seeing? Somebody must be in here that has me blocked because I see people answering questions that I don't see. Let me do a little refresh. A little refresh. I don't really have anybody blocked except for the sock person. They must have me blocked, which means they're a former mod of somebody I didn't like or somebody that just doesn't like me. Okay, we're going to end this poll in like 3 minutes. It looks like nobody wants to come on, so that's fine. All right, let's go back to the Air India thing. This is a 7-minute video.
Engine potential that it could have been caused by something to do with what we call foreign object damage. It looked like the aircraft took the whole runway. There was, in one of the videos, there was some dust blown up at the end, so maybe the engine sucked something in, which damaged both engines. Or it could have also been a fuel issue going into those engines. So either aerated fuel, too much air in the fuel, or some contamination that was in that particular aircraft's fuel tanks. There are people commenting of things about flaps, and the flaps will impact the lift and the stall as well.
Yes.
But
what in the actual fuck is going here? I do not know. I do not know. I was here. I was in this building and I was just doing my job. I work hard for my country, for my money, for all of the things. This is what I was doing here. This guy here, I'm looking at his phone. What the fuck, dude? There's a big bomb over there behind you. You do not care that there's a big bomb over there. You do not care. This is the craziest thing I've seen in all this day. Craziest.
There are people commenting of things about flaps, and the flaps will impact the lift and the stall as well. Yes. But I believe not enough to take down an aircraft. Even if I don't have my flaps settings correct, if I have enough thrust, I can still basically keep flying.
Ooh, say it for us again, baby girl. Say it for us again.
Things about flaps, and the flaps will impact the lift and the stall as well. Yes. But I believe not enough to take down an aircraft. Even if I don't have my flaps settings correct, if I have enough thrust, I can still basically keep flying aircraft. Even if I don't have my flaps settings correct, if I have enough thrust, I can still basically keep flying.
We now know that both two black boxes have been recovered from the accident site. What sort of details are recorded in the black boxes that might help to inform investigators?
The black boxes themselves cover a whole range of data. So
we already
tell us a lot about what was going on.
Yes. And does the recovery of these black boxes give hope to...
But the full report takes a year. The full investigation takes a year. People involved. So there will be people from the airline, there will be people from Boeing, but there will also be Boeing or any one country.
Exercising extra caution at the moment from anything that might resemble a technical error.
I do think that they're having extra caution right now and they're doing a lot of checks on their aircraft for that reason. However, I think it's important. If anything goes wrong, and as I say, unusual accident or whether we do need to do extra checks on a lot of aircraft.
Okay, well,
Crazy, guys. Crazy. You look fine.
All right, friends, I promised you we'd come back to you as soon as possible, as soon as we got some new information about this tragic accident over.
Better stop right now. My hand's weak. Grayson says you look fine. Actually, really good post-op. You're up, moving around, and getting walks in, right? Jay said I tried to order steak the food. Instead, I got steak on Aussie. You guys, I'm telling you, if you like beef, if you like steak, I know times are tough right now for fucking everybody. You're living paycheck to paycheck. But if you could eat cheap for like a month and get together with a couple of your friends, just get do what you got to do to save money, like beans and rice or whatever the fuck, and just save like a good $1,000 and go in with friends. If you get 4 friends together, you could all get like quarter cows that are grass fed to your local like rancher. It is the best thing that I do. Like I'm very frugal, and but I end up paying like $8 a pound for grass fed beef, and our dog eats raw too. And I wish I could just go to Aldi and just buy him some shit and not feel bad about it. But I'm like, no, you just freaking eat some of this. It comes out to like $8 a pound. And there's so many steaks. They're so big. They're so good. And you could get like carne asada, like pre-done or whatever. It depends on where the rancher takes it. But it's the best thing ever. And groceries are so much cheaper because meat at the stores is so friggin' expensive, especially now. And then they're talking about like all these lab grown meats. Like, nah, motherfucker, nah, I'm not gonna do it. But even say like you're broke or whatever, and you want to split the cow like more ways, and you're just like, dude, I want the ground beef and maybe like 2 steaks or 4 steaks or whatever. I'm telling you, it's so worth it to find a local rancher. And you can find them like on Facebook or on like Marketplace, or just Google. There's so many ranchers that are just good people, hardworking people that I'm sure would love to have customers. And even some flea markets have ranchers that are now starting to go out with freezers and sell their meat directly to the public. It's the best thing I ever do. Like, it sucks when we run out because my wife won't tell me, and I literally never open our big freezer. Like, she'll take the steaks and food out of the freezer and put it in the refrigerator. And then like an hour before she gets home, she's like, hey, let the meat rest on the counter. I'm like, okay. So I don't really see the inventory very much. But if we're traveling or she forgets to tell me to order, like, so they need like 30 days to finish the cow. It depends on how they finish it, like on grain, grass, whatever the hell it is, to get it ready to go to the butcher. If that time period's off even for a month, I feel it. I'm like, fuck, dude. It breaks my heart to order meat at a fucking grocery store because it's so much cheaper and it's such better quality food. Grayson says, I get my eggs fresh too from a small town friend. He doesn't even ask for money and I get a shit ton, right? I want to get chickens too, but it's kind of rough because we travel a lot, you know. I know that they're pretty self-sufficient, but we live in the desert. So as soon as I could find a place to put a pen and kind of move it around and let them have space, I'm really going to get one. Okay, let me just at least get through the shit that I said I was going to talk about, even though it hasn't been like good coverage. Let's see. We talked about the past and present of my channel. We talked about Sabrina Carpenter. We'll leave Michael Rappaport out. Okay, so do you guys want to talk about the Doja Cat incident? We can talk about that. There's really not much to talk about, but the canceled podcast. The canceled podcast, guys. I don't know if you're familiar, but Tana Mojo, if you don't know who she is like the second best YouTube queen in the world. My first was Jenna Marbles, and y'all canceled her, the most nicest person on the planet. Y'all hurt her fucking feelings and made her go away. And I know it wasn't you guys directly. It's probably some hater Karen that's on the replay gang that's not even live and accounted for here right now. But shit, I think I closed my, oh, okay, there it goes. But what the hell was I fucking gonna say? Okay, so Tana Mojo she grew up in Vegas. She had really whack parents. She's the chick that was known for, she titled a video like He F'd Me with a Toothbrush. And she's a decent storyteller. She is funny as hell. And she has had a podcast called Canceled Podcast. And it was a play on everybody being canceled. And she was always told she was canceled because she was a little bit of a mess. No, I don't think they ever dated. They were just best friends. It was kind of like, you know, a really close brother and sister relationship. I think a lot of people were trying to ship them, but they weren't having it. So she has the Canceled Podcast. Let me see. So this isn't what I'm going to show you right now. This is what I want to show you right here. We're not going to watch much of it. I was kind of going through timestamps earlier. But so this right here is her friend Brooke. And they started the podcast. Brooke came on as like a permanent, let me put you back here. Brooke came on as like a permanent co-host because Tana felt at the time they just had a really good dynamic. And it is really hard just to podcast by yourself and to not have somebody to bounce things off of. And then you kind of try to balance with chat and interaction and not, you don't want to be too focused on your chat, but you don't want to fucking ignore them and not give them the live experience. But this podcast is pre-recorded and it comes out once a week and it has 4 years. And it was a decent podcast. This is episode 123. They took the show live on the road to do U.S. tours. I think she did 2 or 3 of them. And then they just recently started their international tour. So they've already been to Europe, and I think they're in Australia right now. And they've announced that this podcast is ending. And I don't know. I'm a little sad about it. Okay, so this is Brooke.
It's hard to differentiate between like big YouTuber drama like T and like, oh, this is like a real married couple.
And I couldn't at all. Like that was like post Jake Paul era, living in the hype house, like everything. I say it all the time. I was just like a clout demon and I was hitting post on everything. And it's like crazy to think how differently I would just handle everything I did at that time in my life now. And I just...
Yeah. So basically the basics is that they're both growing up and Tana must be thinking about me. Hey girl. Tana is settled down with Makoa, which is her boyfriend that she met in Hawaii. And she's all in love. Ew. And everything's all camp. And Brooke also was with that like serial cheater comedian dude that got all the surgeries and all the women wanted him. But he freaking is a woman hater. And he didn't adjust his comedy to his audience, who basically just glazed his ass. But he ended up like having a huge roster at the same time he was dating Brooke. But supposedly she thinks she found the one. So they're saying that it's scheduling issues because Brooke's busy, Tana's busy. They usually like bulk film Tana's podcast with Trish. So that is why she's continuing to do that. But so here they were talking about what the fuck was that dude's name? I keep saying I'm getting tired. The Ace family, how the father of the Ace family was a serial cheater on his wife, and pretty much everybody knew it, just nobody said anything. And it was kind of one of those things like, does the wife know? Does the wife not know? Because everybody has arrangements, right? Like there's the pineapple people who have open marriages. And a lot of the time apart, like will make you open to having arrangements. People have needs and it's up to you and your partner as to what works for you. But during this, they said that it feels like they're not even friends anymore because they don't ever just hang out in Kiki and chat and talk, you know. They save things for the podcast, and, you know, they can't even come together to make decisions on the podcast creatively anymore. And it's crazy. I read a comment down here, like, because, you know, the comments are fucking great. Let's see if I could find it. Right here. Pixel Pixie said, the title being canceled podcast is ending and selling merchandise in the first 15 minutes is actually crazy. Give a little thumbs up there. Hey man. I mean, it's all about the fucking money, right? And some of the merch is sick as fuck. Like, I own some merch, but it's mostly Tutty Fresh, and like, I like good quality clothing that's gonna last me a while. That's like mid-range expensive. I don't like, Harley is a good brand. Their shit's expensive, but their clothes like last forever. You could wash them a gazillion times and they're not going to start to show a fade for at least a couple years. And usually their shit looks nice when it's faded anyways. But that's just a brand that's not like a designer brand, but like stuff like that. So I'm going to miss these cats talking about all the drama and making it easy to if I say one more time, I swear to Bob, I'm going to bite my own numb finger. Okay, so I'm going to miss seeing them and checking their fits and doing all the things and catching up on the hot goss that they're willing to spill. But I think Tana, I don't know if you guys have heard, I need to watch this podcast, but she was here on Impulsive. And she's talking about the Tana Mojo on David Dobrik beef and fighting Karenikov. I don't know if you guys know who that is, but that's the hot blonde chick that kind of hung out with the vlog squad back in the day. So I have not watched all of this, but I am going to watch it because, sorry, I forgot to show you guys. I am going to watch it because I want to talk about the Jeff thing, and I want to get caught up on the Jeff thing, and it'll be interesting to know. But basically, I kind of skimmed it, and you could see Tana when they asked about why she's canceling the canceled podcast. You know, she had said multiple times, like, it's scheduling, it's this, it's that, you know, I'm not interested. And then this freaking nerd right here, Dave Portnoy, who is absolutely obnoxious. Like, he's so much older and he wants to be one of the cool kids so fucking bad. It's just sad and pathetic, really. Like, I would venture to say he's probably the same age as Keem, and Keem is kept young for... Hold on a second. Oh, wait, I clicked the wrong thing. If I click away, will it show it? Okay. I'll answer you in a minute. Big show. Anyways, but Dave Portnoy would just not fucking accept what Tana was saying over and over and over again. Like, bitch, we're not doing the podcast anymore. I'm not interested in it. But there may be speculation that she's going to go on Impulsive, but she'll probably, I think, my speculation is before I watch it, that she's going to just stay on her own and do her own thing. Maybe just do appearances or whatever. So there. We got to all that stuff. At first I thought it was clickbait when I started watching it, but they're still uploading weekly, and they released another one talking about it being canceled. So yeah, Tana, yeah, from what she looked like when she was young. Well, fixing her teeth like made her look way better, which is good. Okay, so welcome, Amanda Ray. I would have missed you if Jay didn't let me know that you're there. Hey, guess what, Jay? Guess what, Jay? Okay. Grayson's talking about getting eggs. Joys of the South. I love the South. And the North. I haven't really spent a lot of time in the North. I don't really like cold areas and snow, all that kind of stuff. Okay. Jay said he's gonna DM me. Oh my god, TanaCon was crazy. But I mean, she was young and dumb and trusted the wrong people, you know? Anyways, yeah, so like Dave Portnoy's fucking annoying as fuck and acts annoying as fuck, but he tries to act like a 20-year-old, where like Kima's like the same age, but you could tell he's younger, like mentally. Like he stayed active, he like hangs out with younger people, he is like up to date on stuff, you know what I mean? And he's not like so much of a fucking tryhard. Like Keem tries hard, but he tries hard to piss people off. You know what I mean? Like he gives no fucks. Thank you for giving me the answer, Grayson, when I was talking about the Ace family. Yeah, Austin McBroom. Okay, so Big Show 88. Who's a hater of mine? He really lives up Becky and Roxy's asshole, though. So it's funny. You said you couldn't be on Aussie because it was too late because your wife would be coming home from work, but yet here you are doing your own live. You're such full of shit. Okay, first of all, I'm going to give you some credit. I'm hoping English is your second language here. Okay? Let's start with that. Second, I've already explained in previous videos and in this live stream why I will not take Aussie. If I worked on Aussie, it would have to be with Twiggy, and Steak is already ownership of the channel that he feels that belongs to him, and he's not making any changes to it, and we just are not I think Ozzy needs to go in a different creative direction. And I just explained to everybody how I like to sleep and why I need to stay on a day shift sleep schedule. Covering for a show, staying up late every once in a while is fine, but I have doctor's appointments, I have physical therapy appointments. My body needs good sleep, which happens at night. And also, if you would care to know, my wife is not at work. She is off, trying to make sure that I don't fall and bump my head and die from all these blood thinners that I got in my body. So, is there anything else about my life you would like to know, Daddy? I don't answer to people, okay? I don't. And if I go in the LCU, I would go anywhere except for the super late spots, because like I worked night shift for a lot of fucking years and I can't fuck my body up again. Explain to me what is Becky's New Universe, Grayson? Do you want me to, you guys can come up on panel, dude. I could just end the stream and you come up as a character. You make up your name on StreamYards, put in an email and write whatever you want as your name. And you don't have to type shit out. Okay, and then the Doja Cat incident. This basically what had happened. I wonder if this has a video on it real quick. Let me look. Looking, that dress is banging. Okay, hold on. I'll go ahead and show you guys my screen. What is this? What is this right here? Smut. They're listening. The ads are listening and personalizing ads for me. All right, so this is the guy that happened out. Let me look for the actual video. Okay, let's see. Okay, so this is the video. She had a fan interaction, and I guess he gave her his shirt, and she felt like he touched her, like groped her inappropriately. And Moses from the Trish podcast, Trish's husband, said if you concentrate on just his hands, you could see kind of how creepy it is. So let's watch it together and watch their hands. Okay. 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 What are your thoughts? Tell me your thoughts really quick. I'm going to go pee really fucking quick. I'm not even going to be long. I'm just going to mute my mic. Tell me what you guys think about it. Is that being groped? No, no, you cannot. You cannot, you cannot. Okay, let's see. Why is there a little... Oh, shit, did I hit something? All right, I think we're still live. I think we're still live. Why is this so far behind? Hold on, my dog's in here, so... I'm getting a spoolie here. What's going on? Are we good? Are we good, guys? You're welcome, Jay. You were AFK and I was like, that's bad. Bad dog. Come here. Can you guys see him? Let me bring my camera up. Oh, my fucking camera acted like a jerk again. Okay, let's go here. All right. Oh, I don't know why. Oh, my fucking streams have been all fucked this whole time. Alright. That's dope. Or not. Okay. Stop tracking me. I don't know why that always goes back on. Debo, come here. Come see the people. Hold on. Don't go nowhere. Oh, I don't know if I could show them because the back of my shit showing. Hey, come here. Debo right here. Debo right here. See, this is my handsome boy. This is my handsome boy. Okay. Here, good boy. Go lay down. Oh, don't give me the sad face. Go lay down, boy. Go lay down. Okay, let's put this back here. And let me see. Let's see what's going on with my dumb shit. What the fuck's going on with my dumb shit? Control center. We could go a little more yeller. Actually, I could. Let's have a nighttime vibe. Let's go for the nighttime vibe. Okay, I need this on. This one here. Turn it on, turn it on. Okay. And now I think we can just get rid of those and have my nighttime vibe. So I'll start to settle down, clown. Okay. Wrong thing, bitch, wrong thing. You guys are dorks. Yeah, we back. Yeah, sorry. It keeps, for some reason, my AI, like, stuff, I'll turn it off. But when I get up, for some reason, it turns itself back on and wants to follow me everywhere. Like, I love this camera because it has that option. So if I go to the side, it'll follow me and I don't need a camera person. But it's a pain in the ass right now. I think I might get a different camera for my actual setup. Anyway, yeah. Thanks, Jay, for being a moderator. I appreciate you. And I appreciate that you want to be in here. Shit. Fuck shit. Okay, so, I asked you guys to tell me, what do you think? And don't be scared just because you're like a guy or whatever. I think this whole, asking permission shit is the most pussiest shit I've ever heard of in my fucking life. It's like you guys are killing romance and killing chivalry all under the guise of women empowerment. And it's like, bitch, you don't have any more power than you did before you started wrecking shit for everybody else. You know what I mean? Women, we have the power. We have the pussy. Even if you're with a very like dominant guy, an alpha guy, you're still going to run shit at home. Because why? He knows if he doesn't give in or at least compromise, he ain't going to get it good. You know what I mean? You got to keep him drained. Shit. So, yeah, I know, Diogo. Like, how about you go have a surgery? Almost die on the table. Lose half of your blood. And then let's see how much fucking energy you have. Especially after you've just taken your nighttime medications and had a 3-hour drive from Los Angeles to come home. How about we see that? Okay? I'm not a dancing clown. I don't need to show you my talent 24/7. I also don't need to do that to Keemstar. If he doesn't want to hire me, he doesn't want to hire me. But they keep fucking calling me to do shit for a reason, right? Right. I gave our dog goat milk for the first time. I hope it's going to be okay with this tummy. Hey, Inferno, how are you? Welcome. Jay said, Becky has thick Gemini as mod, but I think Zeta won because, well, I ain't thick Gemini. What do you mean? Becky, okay, so I heard earlier in chat, oh, I'm starting to get fucking drugged, tired. Earlier in chat, somebody had said that Thick Gemini went rogue as her mod. Oh, about the poll or something. Emma says, Yo, please, like pigtails and the others are better. She sucks, please. Okay, so tell me this logic. Fucking sort this out for me. Sort it out for me. School a bitch. Where'd he go? What the hell was his name? Diogo? Okay. Mr. Diogo. Explain to me how Keem himself made a tier list of host talent, and he did it in 5 minutes, and he put me above 5 of his full-time paid hosts. Yeah, those hosts are growing. They're going to find their spots. They're going to develop their entertaining skills and be able to run a show and have, like, become better. But at the same time, you're not willing to pay me. You want to keep me as the fucking intern, and you can't understand what I'm going through. I think he just has been lied to and manipulated so much by Becky and Roxy that he just thinks all women are that way. And I'm not that way. If I say I'm going to do some shit, I'm going to do it. If I can't commit to something, I can't commit to it. You know, he saw me saying I can't go to Aussie when you try to move me during the day as like me being a diva and holding out for like only one show, you know, and that's not what the fuck it was. And it doesn't matter how many times I tell him that. He's like, he's a troll. That's just how he's going to see it, you know. I'm not going to keep arguing with him and yelling at him, you know. He popped up on panel last night talking shit, and I was too late to fucking jump up into the right waiting. Like, it is so hard how they have the server set up, and even like on my phone I could probably fix it how it is on my Discord. It's so fucking hard to find the right waiting for whatever studio they're in. Like, oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. Hold on, I accidentally hid your thing. Sorry, I hid this. I don't see how to. Can I go there? Okay. View deleted. Okay, I accidentally hid the click hide on this thing that was a comment. But Diogo basically said, here, I'll just copy and paste it and put it back. I didn't mean to hide it. Copy. Okay, so this is what Dogan said. I think everyone in this network is a retard, and so is everyone who watches the show. What network? Are you talking about network at Becky's network or fucking LC's network? I'm not part of a network, baby. I'm an independent contractor. This is my shit. I get the best of both worlds. What are you doing? Biting your paw? Leave it. Thought he was tearing something up. Inferno, check your emails. I emailed you about the short video that I asked for before. Like, I have footage, but I can't edit it down that quick. And this is pigtails, all brain, no cells. Inferno says, which is good. He sat down to think about it. I'm so lost. What do you mean, Inferno? He already had part of it thought out if it only took 5 minutes. Right? Why did it just go through? Babe, don't hide any things. I just want to see what they say. I only like people to be hidden if they're like extremely racist or if they're sock accounts and spamming, you know? Okay, so Diego says, I'm watching this shit way too much. I am high level retarded. By network, I mean LCU, BBU, U, etc. This whole network of people, LOLCOWs. Grayson says, it's sad when you have to hit the street for entertainment and to bring viewers in. Keem was so upset with his views, thumbnail blaming it on his titles or no notification push, but Becky still has people. Inferno said, how many views did you get today? Inferno says, okay, 1 minute. Thank you so much. I don't know if you have a lot of stock footage, but that's why I was asking you for it. I don't need it right now, just maybe like in the morning, because I might go up on a panel and show it. But just make it like super short, like all these different streams that show that he's like, it's a different day and he's like wearing something different. Split it up and just show like what he says, you know, about that subject, and then cut to another one. I want as many cut into like 3 or 4 minutes as I could get, and I'll pay you for it, of course. I mean, I'm broke, but I will definitely pay you for your time, Inferno. Will I join the Becky gang? Roxy and Savage, a tag team. Oh my god. Okay, so Roxy and Savage, are they part of the Becky gang? And no, I will not be joining any Becky gangs. I want nothing to do with that bitch. She's a vile, disgusting person. Whether she's in character or out of character, that bitch is vile. You cannot say the things that you said about people who've served in the military, whether it's during war or not, and let me forgive you. Like, no, that would never happen. So I would never work with Becky. I will never work with Becky. We will never share the same screen. And that's all there is to it. Okay, I said something about the tier list. This is which is good. He sat down to think about it. Yeah, so it's just so dumb. It's so dumb. So you're gonna say, okay, this bitch isn't talented, and then you have Tina that finally fucking requested to work with me on Queens, and then you had Roxy begging my ass to fucking get rid of her co-host and to come up on panel. And I'm not releasing DMs. I like time to do shit, but I love it that Roxy and Savage are working together. Roxy will continue to perpetuate fucking Savage's lies, and they'll get really creative about their lies, and eventually the same shit's gonna happen. I could call that one. Roxy's gonna get tired of feeling like she's disrespected and does everything, and that's it. Or she'll realize Savage is not fucking entertaining. She laughs and spins in her chair at Roxy. That's it. And she talks to a bunch of freaking weirdos on panel. I mean, I like my nighttime chill streams too that aren't all formal, but there's people who are just genuine like comedians that are hilarious. And I'm telling you, the side chat of the fucking LCU and the side chat of fucking Girl World have the most creative, hilarious people in them. But was Roxy one of them? No. Was Becky one of them? No. The R word not allowed on BBC. BBC, like the media? What are you talking about? Becky's universe won't last a month. Well, 619 Poker King Tina. Well, Tina is boring, but we'll see how the BBC show lasts. Is she gonna be with Buff tomorrow? Tina is actually very entertaining. She's just new to live streaming, but she's a funny bitch. And what had happened was during the process of having that show, Becky is so long-winded, and she can be funny at times, but she takes too long to set up the joke and to take it there to where it really lands. And Tina didn't get a lot of talking space, but Tina is naturally funny. When she's on other shows, if she's just hanging out, chilling, she comes up with some of the funniest shit. Like, I've literally laughed to tears at some dumb shit Tina said. Like, yeah, some of her shit doesn't land because she tries, like, the whole, like, rhyming thing all the time. But when it hits, it hits. And she's funnier in person. Like, she's got a loud personality. Like, I'm kind of like that, too. but she's a level, like Tina's probably a 7 of loudness, and I'm probably like Tina's probably a 9, and I'm probably a 7, you know. But I was hoping, like, I think that her and I would work well together because I am really good. I can work with pretty much fucking anybody, but I'm really good at getting people to show, like, how well-rounded they are and to, like, lean into things, you know. Oh, my handsome. You want attention? Say, yes, Mom, I've missed you, you fucking whore. They kept me in the hospital, like, for 5 days. Sorry, dude. They were supposed to let me go home the next day. Let's see, I was in there the 13th, so I stayed the 13th, 14th, 15th, and 16th. Okay, so I was in the hospital for 4 days, and then we were at the condo. Baby, you have my cord. Sit. I said sit. Paw. Give me paw. Paw. Did I get it? Nope. Again, paw. Is it like stuck in your pad? How are you holding my cord? You don't have thumbs, motherfucker. Okay. Oh. Okay, so Diogo said Becky's universe won't last a month. 619 Poker King, whoop whoop. Good to see you. Well, Tina is boring, but we'll see how the BB show will last. Jay says Diogo, so fucking true. And to be fair, she said she'd SD for a living if she has to. I'm just saying. I mean, do y'all know what it's like to be homeless and hungry? I mean, I don't know. 609 says I was laughing when Roxy fell in her tiny pool. 619 Poker says, I'm sorry you and Becky don't have a friendship. Yeah, it's not my type of people. She's very maniacal and manipulative, and I don't like the whole alligator or crocodile chills or whatever they're fucking called. I don't like emotional manipulation and all that shit. I have no respect for that kind of shit. Diogo says, Jay, I am sure that's what she will be doing very soon. I don't understand why her simps spend so much money on YouTube. They could pay her directly for relations. It's what they want. Laughing my ass off. Jay says, Diego, so true. Grayson says, oh, he wants to be loved. Go show him some love. Laugh out loud. You've been on long enough. I know, right? He's pushing me with his chin. Inferno says Becky connects with Foodie and her lies MBS channel. She'll get Foodie low lives to follow her because Becky is a bees whore. Yeah, she wants to be. What's crazy? Listen to this, Inferno, because you know how larger content creators always jack the ideas and inspiration for their videos from smaller creators, right? So I used to chat in Foodie side chat, and then she literally timeline of my Instagram when she shaved her head and was taking all those pictures and buying all those different like wigs and stuff. She was mimicking everything I did, everything I posted on my Instagram. Like, it's nuts. It's nuts. That boring bitch wants to be me so bad. I'm like, it's crazy. And you could say like, whatever, Zeta tripping. But, and I don't know if she'd watch a stream this long. But y'all will see, like, I used to troll like the fuck out of her. I would be like, okay, I'm going to wear this and then see if she does this like in a few days. And she fucking would. Like the whole swimming arc, she almost drowned. That bitch don't know how to fucking swim to save her life, literally. But the whole buying look at my dog's trying to fuck this carpet. No, it's a pillow. I can't show you guys. What are you doing? You know better. That's bad boy. You want to do naughties? I was supposed to get you a girlfriend so you could do naughties. I will. I have to heal first, okay? And we can't get it during the summer. It's too hot for... Well, maybe I got you in the summer and we meet at work. We did your training inside. Okay.
Let's go get him up.
Inferno says, so Becky will get assumed into Girl World. Let her stay over there. Okay, thank you, Inferno. You've got mail. I can't do it. Diego says, this isn't even defamation. Becky is very open about being available for service. Imagine quitting working for Keemstar to suck D instead. Yeah. Inferno says, I recall, yes. Grayson says, uh-oh. He got your pillow. He didn't do anything to it, though. Little fucker. He's trained to not, like, tear shit up and stuff. And he's really good. We could leave him alone pretty much anywhere. And he won't get into stuff. But for some reason, he did get my pillow. Here, let me see that pillow. He got, I think it was oh no, it's this one. He got this pillow. And he tore the corner off of it. Little shit. Now he was trying to hump it. And my boy was trying to hump Harley Quinn. Okay. My crash outs are fun. Don't stop annoying Keemstar. I know, it's so funny how annoyed he gets. Like, you know, he's just punching air. And I don't know. The thing is, he's used to having like 20-year-olds that are irresponsible as fuck as interns. And he expects a grown-ass woman who has grown-ass bills to do the same thing, which I would. I would not mind if I was not going through what I'm going through, you know? But I still will have limitations and boundaries because I'm not going to let somebody fucking treat me that way. You know what I mean? You can't fucking go on for months and just be like, I need to find the right spot from you. Because I went from, there's nowhere to put her. We don't have any places. And then he was like, okay, Roxy, do you want me to fire you and hire her? And she was like, no. And then what happens? 8 fucking places show up. And then do I get fucking casted for any of those? No. Then I was told to fucking audition for Queens again. I really didn't want to, but I was like, all right, I will. It'll be funny. I can put on a mermaid outfit and fucking act dumb for 5 minutes. So I did that. And then I was freaking doing a little shenanigans and pumping on panel for that. And so then I was done. I was like, okay, I'm minding my own business. And then people start calling my phone. And I'm very like selective with who I give my phone numbers to. I have 2 phones for that reason. And I had given my phone number to Roxy and to Mike. And that was it at Fat Camp. Otherwise, get a hold of me on fucking Discord or social media. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I want to be there and I want to do things and I want to be part of the team. I think it's really fucked up that I was helpful in the situation when Becky went so vile as to say the shit she said about Ken, whether he likes me or not, or whether we're friends or not. You don't say that shit about a fucking military service person. And I threw up a bunch of money on Rewind and I sent everybody who supported me from being in Discords and stuff around Girl World. I like sent up super chats and everything and made it a spectacle so people would see that I was saying, hey, support fucking Roxy, or me and Roxy for Queens, or Roxy for Queens, or whatever. Just let it be. I'm going to go over on my own channel. And because I need to monetize this channel regardless, so I could write off shit by the end of the year. If I don't, I'm fucked. So I don't know. I haven't really been like begging for people to not support Roxy or whatever. You know, I don't really try to damage people like that. It's not in my fucking character. But she obviously didn't see what the fuck was going on, and people were doing shit about her husband. And I mean, if she's okay with it, she's okay with it. But to me, behind the scenes, she was telling me she wasn't okay with it. And that was when Kane was like, I've tried to call her all day. I'm going to try one more time, blah, blah, blah. Roxy and I were actually like talking in text and stuff when all that was going on. here's Sicko Inferno. He used to get a Patreon for the dog hump videos. Sorry. Thank you so much, Diogo. I'm gonna be streaming in the morning. I gotta go walk before it gets too hot for my dog's paws. So I want to say probably, let me see what the weather's gonna be like tomorrow. It'll just be a little, we won't even be in like real public. We'll just, oh, maybe we will. Let me see what the weather is. Bitch, where'd my weather app go? I hate it when like the shit on my phone gets jostled around. You could have your screen locked and it'll still do shit while you touch the screen. Okay, it's going to be a high of 112 and it's going to be 82 is going to be the low. It is going to be warm. Okay, I think we'll probably go like right at 6 my time, so that's 9 East Coast time. Yeah, so look for a stream from me like around 6 in the morning, and we'll just go walking and figure my day out a little bit, and then we'll probably come back on to do an afternoon or nighttime stream after I watch. And give me please in the comments any suggestions of shit that you guys want to talk about. Okay, so Inferno says Keem seems to have a deal with relaying expectations and conveying specifics on info to someone. If this is a consistent thing with him. Yeah, like communication is piss poor in the universe. You know, it's basically between the hosts, and it's kind of every man for themselves unless you have a good relationship with the other hosts, you know. And people be changing shit up and changing teams and shit goes down because it is so dramatic. So like in that universe especially, you have to have a co-host that you trust, like with everything, 100%, your heart and soul, because when it goes bad, because it eventually will, there's going to be times where you guys don't agree on shit, that you know that person's not going to fucking ruin your life, you know? Jay says, to be fair, I would have preferred you, Queens Tonight, versus the name that I don't say over here. We need to give him a name for this channel. He says he muted 90% of it. All right, so we'll call him a cuck. That's what we'll stick to. So that person, what's crazy to me is last night Keem said that I'm funny as on call-ins and funny one-liners, but I'm not like an entertainer or like I haven't done entertaining streams. And I'm like, okay, bitch, because you haven't saw them, but whatever. That's how I had Z-tards in the first place. Like, yeah, they're all pissed off at me now because I've said shit and talked shit, but that's what happens when you can't grow a community and be a real person in front of an audience, because I can't give that to that audience, because then I leave with no audience, right? But being independent, it actually allowed me to come over here and post the video that nobody could talk about in that universe or speak about, because honestly, that's what the fuck she deserved. Like, you want to fucking go low and be a vile fucking person? I'm going to be just as vile, and I'm going to show your weakness because I know it irritates the fuck out of you. So that was my parting gift for Becky. And it's really sad that I don't get to partake in the fun and the lifted spirits of the universe that I wanted so badly for that to happen, you know? But I feel like Keem should have said, he should have kept my my host privileges. They're not host privileges now. Now they're intern privileges, because people fucking made a big deal out of fucking nothing. So now they have intern roles and they can't even do shit for their own shows. Ridiculous. Overreaction over nothing. Yeah. Grayson says, sorry, I zoned out, but I was listening. Did you say a stream 6 a.m. my time? Yeah. It's going to be around 6. We'll say 6-ish Pacific. That's 9 Eastern. We're just going to go for a walk and get some steps in. I don't know if we'll take the dog to the dog park or what we'll do. But I got to get out of the house and get some sun, man. Grayson, okay, gotcha. That's what I thought. Haha, was multitasking. Thank you. Oh, Grayson, all good. You got blocked from the LOLCOW Discord? That's T. What is your name on there? Let me go down here. It's so funny too because people try to trigger me so badly and say, oh, how many times did you leave Discord? Well, first of all, why the fuck are you counting? And I only left once. And I came back because Keem was calling me out on Rewind to come up on panel. So I had to come up on panel, reclaim my roles. And then he asked me to host Smokers the next day. I'm good enough to use as a fill-in. I'm good enough to fucking do all these things, but I'm not good enough to be a paid host that floats or does whatever. He'd rather just be like, oh, here, whatever. It's fucking so dumb. Okay, this is the wrong thing. Okay. I don't see a DM from you anyway either. Oh wait, I do. Oh, here. I'm a Discord. I can like use it for some stuff, but I am a Discord boomer for sure. So hold on. Oh my God. Hold on, I'm gonna get the link for my Discord. Now, I'm not saying that you guys need to join this. I don't even know how active I will be in it. I will let somebody moderate, but if it's too much for me, I'm just gonna nuke it. Okay? It's pretty blank. It's pretty nothing right now. Okay. I think this expiring in 7 days is good. That is my Discord link for anybody who wants to join over there. And I try to live pretty disconnected, like not with my phone in my hand 24/7 unless I'm making content and listening to music. So I will find somebody that I trust to moderate it. And that does have more freedom and the ability to be in there. But don't ask not to. My Discord mod should be Nice or MLO, to be fair. MLO doesn't have a lot of time. MLO is the best provider in the world. And she works her ass off. And when she takes a bunch of days off and doesn't book any clients or anything, we try to be disconnected from the stuff and just to make content. So, and she's not really a tech savvy person. I'm more of the tech savvy person, if that makes sense. Okay, so if I go to bed now, 11, we'll say 12, 6. All right, so I'll just take it out tomorrow. We're going to say 6 or 7 Pacific. That's what we're going at. It will be a little bit entertaining. I don't know if the TTS works with this Stream Elements. If you tip on that or not, we could try it out if you guys want. Tomorrow, I have a lot of other shit that I need to do as well. Inferno says the ability to do on Discord is good. The ability to find and figure it out easily is lacking, right? Anybody who is interested in modding my Discord, please either put it in the comments or DM your girl on my socials. Okay, guys. The poll results were no. Nobody wants to come up on panel. And that is fine. I appreciate you guys. I think we're good. Like, we hung out, we chatted. I'm freaking high on painkillers, which is good, so I could go to bed. And let me see what this is doing here. What's going on? Let me, my screen. Oh, can I move it up? Let me move my other screen. I can't just click it and move it. Oh, you whore. You dirty whore. But yeah, it would be fun to hang out in Discord and like watch fucking movies or do whatever. Talk shit. I'm trying to find my... I don't know how that app closed. I must have done it on accident. Okay. So the vile nobody in the ICU, we didn't really get onto that subject, but yes, they were co-hosting with Tina. I do have plans to see what's going on. I did say a little something in the LOLCOW Discord, but my feelings on it is that he basically, Keem and I were talking shit to each other in Discord last night, and so he was like, congratulations, yo mama, being the host for Queens. So that's Keem stirring shit and doing shit, and that's just it. It's fucking Keem, you know? And I would give him the crash out, I would give him the reaction, but I'm not going to do it on live. I would probably do it on rewind and or here on my own motherfucking channel, but we'll see what happens. If I end up working in the LCU, it would be probably a daytime show. Early morning daytime show, because your girl needs night sleep. Okay, so you guys, I fucking love you. I love you guys so motherfucking much. I appreciate y'all so very much. I know there's a little bit of a lag, so Tebow is goat. Yeah, I love that dog so much. You guys don't even know. You don't even know. Okay, so here's the fucking plan, I guess, right? So I will see you guys in the morning for possibly 2 streams. One at 6, 7-ish Pacific time. The other sometime in the afternoon or evening. We will get that done. Please, please, please. Like the video. Put something in the comments. Do all those free things. And I appreciate you guys spending time with me. Sorry, I'm low energy and I'm half freaking high. So, all right. So thank you guys for spending your most valuable asset, which is time, with me. I appreciate each and every one of you so very much. Even if you don't like me, please stay a while. Give me a chance. You know, like or dislike the video. Give me some feedback in the comments. Or just post an emoji. If you made it this far, you're a fucking real one. If you've been here since the beginning, do like a whale, bikini, and palm tree island emote in the comments. If you're one, if you made it this far. That's all I got to say. If you're replay gang, thanks for watching the video. I appreciate you. Try and make it to one of my live streams. Make sure you're subscribed. Hit the ding dong diddle with the little bell that will tell you that I'm live or going live. I try my best to get my notifications up, but a girl has been known just to pop up live here and there if some shit's going down, clown. I am healing, so I thank you guys for letting me just kind of chill out and not be all high and giddy and peppy for the whole time. So give me some grace. Connect with me on my socials, which will always be in the description. I have a little bit of a lag time, but I will get back to you. I promise. Yes, I need watch time. I need to get this shit monetized. So pick a playlist. I've organized shit in playlists. So if you want something that's just sit down in my voice, pick the podcast playlist and let those videos play. Otherwise, you know, just watch the next one that YouTube recommends. Sometimes it's mine, sometimes it's not, but I do appreciate you guys so very much. Thank you, Jay, for offering to be a moderator. I appreciate your help. Thank you, Inferno, for agreeing to do that little video for me. If you can do it, I'll appreciate you so much. I really, really, really will. Okay, guys, I said in the morning, but
I'll see you when I see you. Peace.
Zita pull up, red the Harley with a smirk. Motorhome park, grill lit, she go berserk. Debo in the back, beast mode on the deck. Jet boat spin, waves crash, what to expect. Bad girl Z, yeah, she bringing the heat. Funny punchlines, got you glued to your seat. Big moves, big heart, can't be beat. Zita running everything, hands on the fleet. She got the cane Corso, that nickname King Kong. Debo bark, deep bass drop all night long. Leather jacket shining, hit the throttle, then she's gone. Riding through the vibes like she owns the whole song. Bad girl Z, yeah, she bringing the heat. Funny punchlines, got you glued to your seat. Big moves, big heart, can't be beat. Zita running everything, hands on the fleet. Motorhome life, she a rolling sensation. Rest stop queen, every town's admiration. No filter needed, truth cuts like machetes. Zita full of takes, so sharp, call her petty confetti. Bad girl Z, yeah, she bringing the heat. Funny punchlines, got you glued to your seat. Big moves, big heart, can't be beat. Zita running everything, hands on the fleet. Motorhome life, she a rolling sensation. Rest stop queen, every town's admiration. No filter needed, truth cuts like machetes. Zita full of takes, so sharp, call her petty confetti. Bad girl Z, yeah, she bringing the heat. Funny punchlines, got you glued to your seat. Big moves, big heart, can't be beat. Zita running everything, hands on the fleet. We the type to go bumpin' tonight, and we bumpin' with your chick if you ain't bumpin' her right? Slumpin' the ride, straight bumpin' the cuts, while you square bare bitches stick your thumb in your butts. What? Okay, but you already know though, and she can go, she can go, she can go. Up and down, spin around like a yo-yo. Beat it up, speed it up, and play it back in slow-mo. She can do it solo, or jumping on the double dutch. How can I say no though? I'm a sucker for them bubble butts. So she huddle up and hop up in the Cadillac. White walls battle that, eat the crow, Castle Black. She bad one, bad one. Super villain. She bad one, bad one. Nigga killin'. She bad one, bad one. Got me illin'. She a bad one, bad one. 1 in a million. She bad one, bad one. She a bad one. She a bad one, bad one. She a bad one. She a bad one, bad one. She a bad one. She a bad one. She a bad one. She wanna drive, weaving in and out of lanes. If we survive, then we leaving on some aeroplanes. So fly, go ham, West Coast to Miami. Why can't we? Next scene, limousine, eye candy. I'm fancy, Biggie meets Iggy, and this little piggy getting icky with a dickie. It ain't tricky, she giving me the runaround. So many shots, bartender trying to kill us down. Another round for the team, cash rules everything, crispy for the cream. So you can scheme, hoping that you write a check. We be living bossy and that money is a side effect. She bad one, bad one. Super villain. She bad one, bad one. Nigga killin'. She bad one, bad one. Got me illin'. She a bad one, bad one. 1 in a million. She bad one, bad one. She a bad one. She a bad one, bad one. She a bad one. She a bad one, bad one. She a bad one. She a bad one. She a bad one. She call me Big Boss, you rip-offs can get lost. She says your chick look like Rick Ross and lip gloss. So kick rocks or bass knocks, no treble, all trouble. Flexing that muscle, full frontal, cold hustle. Won't buckle, put the cash up in a glad bag. Got your spot folded like the back page of a Mad Mag. Let her pants sag, just to show the pink thong. Eyes wide shut, she gon' cut out if you blink long. She like a drink strong, and her smoke loud. Got a pound of Ronda Rousey, leave you choked out. No doubt, slow her down, throw money at her. Throw them 20s, throw them 100s, man, it doesn't matter. She bad one, bad one. Super villain. She bad one, bad one. Nigga killin'. She bad one, bad one. Got me illin'. She a bad one, bad one. 1 in a million. She bad one, bad one. She a bad one.
Couple hundred songs, I really do this shit with ease. I'm so fucking blessed that I be greedy if I sneeze. Bitch, I'm from the V, when Drake come on, we throw up teas. Oh, you want Lil Russell on your show, that come with fees. They didn't pull the rabbit out that hat, I had to bounce. Boy, this shit slapping got me fucking up the count. Withdraw from the bank for an undisclosed amount. 100 from Intuit, nigga, shout out Steve Stout. P90X, I made it work out from the house. Bitch, I been that nigga since my uncle worked at Rouse. Ain't give me a seat, I turned my logo to a couch. Really independent, hit up Russ and he a vouch. I just missed his figures on them ass, I'm invested. Chinese finger trap, push a pull, I'm connected. North, south, east, west side, I'm respected. If I heard Joe CD in the 90s, I'd eject it. I done turned the park to know where Zaka got my dogs. Lead me to the wolves, I'm coming out with a new dog. Bitch, I'm really here, I kept on driving through the fog. Good when it get cold, I'm in the stew, I'm chopping logs. I done smoked so much this past week, could barely breathe. I just got a job with Tillamook, bitch, I make cheese. Tryna see some titties at the show, I'm throwing bees. I can switch the flow and slow it down, Keanu Reeves. Boy, if you don't pay your own bills and shut your mouth. Bitch, I'm from the north, just copped the compound in the south. Boy, the flow water fucked around and broke the spout. Niggas missed the pitch and wanna argue, boy, you out. Couple hundred songs, I really do this shit with ease. I'm so fucking blessed that I be greedy if I sneeze. Bitch, I'm from the V, when Drake come on, we throw up teas. Oh, you want Lil Russell on your show, that come with fees. DTB. Exact. I'm a California bear, all up in your...
She was at third base, headed for home. I saw her face, I should have known. I was pitching a perfect game. I really only got myself to blame. And now I know what I have to do. Baby girl, I ain't mad at you. I am really only mad at myself. And all these balls sitting up on my shelf. I took my ball and went home. Now I'm all here alone. I'm all on my own with my ball. I could have chosen to stay. Instead I went away. And now I will play with my ball. I played the field with a soccer mom. We settled down, but not for long. Head to head going overtime. We had our problems, wasn't over mine. I took my ball and I headed home. Seems that's all that I've ever known. I'm all alone in this open space. Another ball up in my trophy case. I took my ball and went home. Now I'm all here alone. I'm all on my own with my ball. I could have chosen to stay. Instead